Greetings and salutations, and welcome to Ref the District's play-by-play and live commentary. I'm Nathan Perry. That's the Stoner here for you as the Washington Commanders host the New York Football Giants. Stoner, it is game day. I'm wearing the black to be with these cursed black jerseys. I do have at least one wardrobe change, but I'm hoping we won't need it today.
Right. I have 3 wardrobe changes ready to go just in case, because this is a game Washington's going to put the whooping to the Giants. And so we have to do our part if necessary, which is wardrobe change if things are not going well. I'm ready.
As TJ put it, who's ready for another heart attack game? There's just something about this Washington team, Stoner, that they can't put away bad teams. Now, we've said it before, Washington's not a good team, but Washington is favored by more than a touchdown in this game against the Giants. Now, if it were anybody else, that's probably double digits, but Washington, not a good team, only favored by more than a touchdown. But hey, you could possibly go into betting line, take that, and Washington might run away with it, or take Giants in the points if you think it is going to be that heart attack game. All you want to do is head over to BetOnline or pull it up on your phone, as BetOnline has a mobile app. Use the code BELIEVE, BLEAV, and get yourself a welcome bonus package there, and then start betting on the NFL, the NHL. You can bet on college basketball that's in full swing. If you're a Thunder fan like myself, bet in that overtime game there as the Thunder put away the Golden State Warriors. All sorts of good stuff there. Because bet online, it's where the game begins, or where the game starts. And this game here, Stoner, starting off midday, it's back to the early start for us after the late start across the way there. The game against Seattle, let's put it out of our minds. It was Washington played well enough to win that game, I think. So how can they learn from that? How can they build upon that? Because they haven't exactly lit the world on fire when they've played these close games. They played Philadelphia close. They've stunk up against Chicago. They played Philadelphia close the second time, and then they barely managed to beat an inferior opponent. So what do they have to do today?
Well, look, I think it's fair to say, of course, let's separate it between the offense and the defense, right? Offensively, this team, since that Giants game, has improved game by game by game. They improved against Philadelphia, and then New England, and then Seattle. They've had 3 really solid games in a row that Eric Bieniemy, basically, from what I can tell from the results anyway, is that he looked at that Giants game and he said, all right, we can never, ever let this happen again to our offense. We got blitzed. We didn't know how to handle it. Sam was just back there getting harassed every single play. So we got to change something, and they did. And so that's a great sign that they figured something out there the last 3 games. Defensively, they haven't figured anything out yet, obviously. They're one of the worst defenses in the NFL, which makes no sense with all the talent that they've got. Even though you lost 2 first-rounders, 2 of your better players, your defense hasn't improved. It hasn't gotten worse. It's the same disaster-type defense.
Yeah, a lot of that falling on Jack Del Rio. A disaster in the
figure this out
as well. Thanks, Daniel, for the hat tip there. The title of this did, in fact, say the Seahawks. So it has been changed over to, I changed it over to the New York Giants. So it should be correct here, or at least very shortly correct there on YouTube if you're joining us. Not sure what we're going to do for the other ones, but it's A-okay there as far as that's concerned. We do appreciate that, Daniel. Sometimes, it's rough. You have a long week at work, and when you load that up, you kind of mix things up. Stoner, you can see it right above our deal.
Yeah, I know, but I'm looking on YouTube itself, and it says New York Giants. Maybe
that's because I literally just switched it over. Yeah, I just switched it over for YouTube. I guess we can edit it here, but that's neither here nor there. We missed the mark on that one, Stoner, but we fixed it for YouTube. We might edit it here if we can in a moment for both Twitch and Facebook. But Stoner, missing this game, if I can shoehorn a segue into that, missing this game, Antonio Gibson, probably the biggest name for the Washington Commanders. What's that impact going to be like?
Say that again, Nathan. I'm sorry. I was
Oh my goodness.
Figure out how to change the titles. It's got me all messed up because I hate that. I hate doing that. I'm very anal about stuff like that, and that bothers the crap out of me.
I shoehorned a segue in there and everything. I said we missed the mark on that, but that's all right. Missing the game today is going to be Antonio Gibson. What's the impact going to be like?
Okay. So missing Gibson is definitely going to be an issue because contrary to what one particular person thinks, Antonio Gibson is the best pass blocker from the running back position. He's better pass blocker than B-Rob. He's a better pass blocker than C-Rod because obviously C-Rod almost never plays, and when he does, he's running the ball. So he's your best defender or best pass blocker from the running back position, no doubt. And again, we just talked about it. They're going up against a team that is a blitz-happy team. Wink Martindale, for his entire career, has been a blitz-happy defensive coordinator. So they have got to figure out a way to control the rush from the defense, and Antonio Gibson was pretty good at that. So now that you don't have him and you're going to elevate Derek Gore to that third down back position, that part of it is going to be something you have to keep an eye on. But Derek Gore is a very productive. He's a very capable back in this situation. So I wouldn't be too concerned necessarily about his production offensively. I would just keep an eye on what he does in pass blocking situations.
Yeah, Brian Robinson showing some pass catching prowess last week and having a big couple of gains there. Definitely worth starting in fantasy. I should know because I am doing that this week here. Alex Armah, also someone who is inactive for Washington. Cole Turner getting the active there for the Commanders. Don't really expect much from Cole Turner in the way of things. He's been a healthy scratch, so he is kind of down in this offense right now. But Alex Armah has been seeing a few snaps, largely in a run blocking mode. How is Armah's absence going to affect this run game? Something that Washington, seems to be wanting to kick into gear here late in the season.
Yeah, I mean, he only plays about 10 snaps a game, but like you said, those 10 snaps are almost always going to be a run. So without Armah in there, you're probably going to see less of Sam under center, less of I formation, less fullback type runs, because now you don't have a fullback. You don't have any. Cole Turner is not going to replace Armah in that type of plays. He's going to replace him as being a pass catching tight end, but he's not going to replace him as far as running. Cole Turner is not a very good run blocker. So you might see a few more passing, if that's even possible, for this offense. You might see a little bit more than you usually would. Although I will say they are going to try to run the ball a lot more, I believe. You're just probably not going to see a whole lot of I formation.
Yeah.
And if any, or under center at all.
Some shots fired here from Locked On Law. At least that's how I'm interpreting this, because you're not going to find a Jordan Poole fan on Ref the District here.
No,
so Locked On Law saying they'll miss Gibby like the Wizards would miss Jordan Poole. And I imagine this means that they wouldn't miss him very much. Antonio Gibson's had a good season this year. And
he has.
Again, he's been productive. And he's starting to show that he is a threat, and it is a contract year for him. And I think that I don't know that he'll stay here. It's unlikely he'll stay here. He's not going to warrant a large contract because he's just not a bell cow back.
Yeah.
But if you look at JD McKissick's contract from a couple of years ago, that's what I'd expect the ballpark for him to be, because that's where he's going to start fitting into the offense. Yeah. The non-Frank Gore is in the lineup today. He is active. Derek Gore is active. TJ, liking what we've seen from Derek Gore before.
Absolutely.
Are we going to see more of Gore or Rodriguez in the snap counts today?
$1 million question, because we don't know what Bieniemy's game plan is going to be. Look, without Gibson in there, you've taken away a threat in the passing game from the running back position. Has Brian Robinson been good in the pass game from the running back position? Yes, but mostly on broken plays. At least last week, the 2 big plays, those are broken plays. Those were not called pass plays. They did have a couple for him. But with Gibson not in there, are you going to see more Chris Rodriguez running the ball? Or are you going to see more Derek Gore getting throws out of the backfield? That's all going to be on Eric Bieniemy, what he sees from the defense and what he decides to do. I personally think you're going to see more running plays from Chris Rodriguez. He has sparked when he's been in there. I don't know what his season stats are, but give him a head of steam and he's going to get you some yards. Now, I tend to believe that that's the case with just about any running back.
Sure.
If you give a running back a head start, more often than not, he's going to get you yards. Now, he might not get you special yards, and I don't think Chris Rodriguez is going to give you special yards that some backs can give you. But Chris Rodriguez is a capable running back, and Derek Gore is also a capable running back. Just don't expect anything special out of these guys. They're going to do their job, and they're going to do it well. They're just not going to do it special. Antonio Gibson has the ability to do something special out of the backfield. And so I think that's kind of the difference between having Gibson in there and not.
If I had to take a guess between this, if I'm put to the test, and I'm not going to give a TBD type answer like Stoner just did here, I'm saying that Gore's probably going to outsnap Rodriguez. I don't think Rodriguez replaces Gibson in the role of this offense. Gore will. Rodriguez is I like what I've seen from him, as a 6th-round rookie. I like that he just takes one cut and he tries to push it upfield. That's great. And if we had better run blocking, we're probably seeing consistent 7-10 yard runs off of a runner like that. Gore is not as decisive as a runner, and that's why I think that he has been the one who's been sitting on the practice squad. But Gore, I think, is a little bit more dynamic, and you can run, designed pass plays to Gore. Not in the same way you could Gibson, not on the same level as that, but you feel confident running a screen to Gore or kind of an outside zone run block type thing for Gore, where he can use some of his speed and decision making to get out there. So the question that we want to answer now is from your mom's favorite player. Is Crowder taking the returns today, the kickoff returns, as Antonio Gibson's been the return man in that aspect? So who is replacing him on the kickoff returns?
Yeah, I think that's a very good assumption that you're going to see Jamison Crowder back there taking them, but also you might see a little bit more of a propensity to just go ahead and take that 25-yard line and not return it, because you have somebody back there who's not experienced at it. So I would probably guess that since Gibson's not in there, is that you're not gonna see them kind of coming out from 2 yards deep like Gibson has done plenty of times, and they will probably just go ahead and let it go into the end zone. But yeah, probably Crowder is your guy.
Yeah, it makes the most sense here. Samantha, Scott Turner knew how to use B-Rob and AG. I miss him. I don't know what to tell you, Samantha. I was a big Scott Turner person, and I can't defend what became of that offense with
Right.
Scott Turner.
Yeah.
I understand people's frustration, Stoner, when it comes to Eric Bieniemy and the pass happiness, and honestly, it has hurt this team probably more often than it's been helping the team. And so, what can we do to start Eric Bieniemy to get behind a hat that he got that says "Run the ball"?
Right.
What can we do, Stoner? What can we do to get him to wear the hat and be like, "I'm gonna do this today"?
I know it was also funny that he got that hat like in the preseason before the season, and he obviously threw it into the corner of his room or something and just never looked at it again, because he just refuses to do that. But this is the kind of game that you probably see something like that, simply because the Giants do bring so much pressure that Eric Bieniemy has to counter that by being able to run the ball and run it successfully. You don't have to be great at running it, Nathan. You don't have to be out there getting chunk plays every time. You just have to be out there and give the threat of it and just be able to allow your offensive linemen to go forward and impose their will on those defensive linemen. So that by the time you get to the fourth quarter, those defensive linemen are tired of getting hit in the mouth, and then your runs are going to be a whole lot more successful.
Yeah, there's Brian saying Scott Turner just had red zone issues. I'm not going to hash too much because Scott Turner's last year's news. That was definitely one of the biggest things that Scott Turner had a problem with, but it was by far the only issue. So Eric Bieniemy, again, having his own issues as well. We're now into the later part of the season where this offense seems to be clicking a little bit more, Stoner, and the points per game are up here under Eric Bieniemy. Are we going to see this continue developing? This Giants defense is banged up, and they're missing a lot of players today on defense, some of them in that defensive backfield. So if Sam Howell can recognize the blitz, maybe we're in for a big day for Terry McLaurin, who has got to be looking to have some revenge against Deonte Banks, who was trash talking the last time these two teams met. So can Terry McLaurin in this passing attack under Eric Bieniemy get the better of this Giants beleaguered defense?
Yeah, but let's not just think that they're going to come out and just start throwing bombs all over the place. This is the type of game where Washington's going to want to start pounding the ball early and just let the defense know that they can't sit there and tee off on Sam Howell and come after him like they did in the first game. So then that's when you're going to start to see Terry McLaurin carving it up, because those linebackers are going to be up towards the line of scrimmage a lot more. It's going to leave the middle open a lot more for Terry McLaurin to do work. Look, the Banks can brag and do all that other stuff that he wants to. He can't cover Terry McLaurin. Okay? It's just plain and simple. You put Terry McLaurin out there one-on-one with him, he's going to torch him 95% of the time. That's just the way it is, and he knows it. But in the context of Sam having to drop back and having a pass rusher and then having the time to be able to get it to Terry McLaurin where Terry McLaurin is open, that's a whole different story. So him being all cocky and all that trash talking, that was completely unwarranted. We all know it. You know it. Everybody watching, everybody on television, everybody at home knows that Terry McLaurin is 10 times the receiver that Banks is a defensive back. It's just not even close.
Yeah, Carl Banks had a lot to say, a lot of love for Terry McLaurin in our pregame show. I'm not going to urge you to watch it right now because we've got a game to call here on Ref the District. And hey, Scotty, being one of the ones that is joining us here, we appreciate it. This turning down the TV. Yeah, you don't need to listen to those broadcasters. We'll be doing it there for you. Link up to us. I will give kind of key notes so that way you can get in sync with us. And it's just so much fun here. We appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button and sub up if this is your first time coming here. We got a lot of people right now in the Don't Sleep chat giving us some great comments and stuff to talk about. If you have a question, make sure you get it in there. And we like to have a lot of fun here as the Washington Commanders will be hosting the New York Giants. Make sure you get those questions in there because I want to answer some of them when I come back after Don't Sleep.
Don't Sleep Energy is a proud sponsor of Ref the District. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com. Don't Sleep makes you great.
Peacecraft asking when was the last time we had scored, beat opponent by 10. And someone quickly was able to point out that we beat Dallas in week 18 by more than 10 just last week. It's been very tight games this week or this season. Even the gimme games that we thought we were going to have against Arizona, against Chicago, against the Giants, against the Patriots have all ended up pretty closely. Alcatone here is telling us this one just better not end in a tie. Washington has not beat the Giants since they were the Washington football team.
Really? It's been
And
that long.
it's been that long because last year was the first year of the Commanders, and they went 0-1-1
Yeah.
against the Giants. So it's been too long for Washington to win a game. Stoner, you were very confident that Washington's going to win this one. Why is that?
I'm not coming off of that. I still feel very good about this team because I got 2 words for you, Nathan. Danny DeVito's cousin. I know that's 3 words, but that's all right. Tommy DeVito has no business being out on an NFL field with any team, even bad teams. This really, to me, this feels like that argument that we always have. Can a great college team, let's just say Georgia from last year, or Georgia from this year, they've won 28 games in a row. Could a great college team beat an NFL team? And that's kind of what the Giants are right now. They're about the equivalent of a great college team. And they have a quarterback that's has never played on a great college team. He's played on mediocre college teams. He has no business being on the same field as Washington. And this is not a homer take, because if I think Washington's going to lose, I'll tell you I think they're going to lose. I said I thought they were going to lose against Seattle, I think. And they did lose against Seattle. But Tommy DeVito has no business being out there. And I'm only going to say this now, and I'll save the rest for the end in case it happens. But I'm not going to talk about it anymore. If Tommy DeVito beats Washington today, Ron Rivera should be fired tomorrow.
Oof.
Ron Rivera should be fired tonight before the end of the day if Tommy DeVito comes into Washington and beats Washington. I'm not going to talk about that anymore unless we have to at the end of the game.
Yeah, that's kind of Jacoby's question here, right? If we lose today and if we lose against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, because there is that aspect, okay? If they lose today, it's a short week. I don't think you'll see Ron Rivera fired today if they lose.
Right.
I don't think anybody's losing their job today or tomorrow. There's just not enough time between now and then. But if then they lose today and Thanksgiving, I still don't think Ron Rivera gets fired. I think that he's probably in it for the rest of the season. Maybe you get rid of a Jack Del Rio or something. But we're not going to talk about that. And we've talked plenty about all of the smoke happening around the Bill Belichick thing. And you can catch those conversations on the Daily Commanders update. We are only talking about it because there's reports coming about it. Trust us, we don't believe it necessarily. Well, we believe that there's a reason for the smoke. We don't think it will happen. We don't think it will happen. You got a theory? You want to lay it on us real quick?
Yeah, I got a theory about that smoke. That theory is being put out there by Washington people. Okay? They're testing the waters. What do the fans think about Bill Belichick coming in here?
Resounding negative thoughts about it.
Right. And then so therefore it's not going to happen. But I think Washington may have put that out there in order to kind of gauge the interest of the fan base on what would happen if they went ahead and hired Belichick. So, and they got like you said, a resounding no from the fan base and everybody associated. So it's not going to happen. Don't worry.
Yeah. One could really, really hope that that's not going to be a case. I got a couple back-to-back comments here that I think are pretty interesting. PCC fans would rather have players hit benchmarks like 1,000 receiving yards than have players develop. And then Mr. Mansion here under EB, Terry will not get 1,000 yards receiving like Terry did the last 3 years with Scott Turner. One, I don't think this is accurate. I do think Terry McLaurin will get to 1,000 yards receiving. It might not be the breakout season we were predicting. We thought that Terry McLaurin might, I think I was as bold, Stoner, as to say 1,400 yards.
I think you were.
That's not going to happen. Not unless he starts putting up 200-yard games. But I'd still think that Terry McLaurin will get there. Early on in the season, Eric Bieniemy was preaching spreading the ball around. I think that as the season progressed, he realized, hey, Terry McLaurin is a different player. Get him the ball. And we've seen Terry McLaurin's targets increase. And as this offense continues to develop and learn, I do think we're going to start seeing more good Terry McLaurin days. He only got 32 last game. I'm smashing the over this game.
I think if you sit back and look at the stats at the end of the year, assuming that they just kind of continue on the same trajectory, Terry McLaurin has 600 yards in 10 games. So he's got 7 games left times 60 yards. That's 420. He's going to get over 1,000, even at this current pace that he has, which, as many people are saying, that's not a great pace.
No.
But he's going to get there. He's going to get to 1,000 yards, and you're going to look back and say, dang, they haven't been super impactful yards. He's had a couple of really good touchdowns, but they have not been impactful yards. So that's probably where people are saying the benchmark of 1,000 yards, but really it's, have they been, has it been game-changing plays or anything like that? And it has.
He's had a couple good catches, but we haven't really seen that game-changing. We saw that last year a couple times where the medicine ball was thrown up and he catches it and gets rocked, and he comes back up and he's flexing. We saw the mossing Stephon Gilmore to set up that victory there against the Colts. And so we haven't seen that this game or this season for Terry McLaurin. Maybe that's going to be this game because he does go up against a rematch on Deonte Banks, and we talked about that one. Terry McLaurin, quiet kind of leader. He is absolutely a trash talker when it comes on the field. He will let you know he's got the better of you when it comes to that one. So shout out here to Brian, longtime listener, first time chatter. Thanks for joining us here tonight or today, Brian, as we call play-by-play and commentary for this game against the Giants. C notes with a game day dollar stoner. 4.5 run plays in the first 15 plays. Looks like under, by the way, with the minus sign. So under 4.5 run plays in the first 15 plays.
Wow. So they're going to go 10-5 basically or 11 to
11 and 4 in the first 15 plays.
Wow. That's a good one. I like that.
I like this. This is a really good one. C notes.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I'd probably go over that.
I'll take the under then. So go ahead and write that one down.
All right, I'll write it down.
They have been, again, Eric Bieniemy has been introducing the run a little bit more, but he's still so pass heavy that I just don't think that we're going to see that level of run attention. I mean, that's more than that's not even season average at that point, right? That's around season average, maybe a little under. He's got 68% pass to rush percentage on the season. That'd be 66 if he hits 5. So you're going to say that so that's why I'm just like, I think we're going to hit the under because these offenses that he's been running, Stoner, we've seen a couple run plays in the first half. I think we saw 5 in the first half just last week, and then it was like 9 in the second half. And so he likes to run a little bit more in the second half. So I think that will be the case again today here.
McLaurin is on pace, by the way, for 80 catches for 1,040 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's a really good year. It's not a great year. It's a really good year.
It is still a top like 20 receiver year.
Sure. Absolutely.
If you actually look at the NFL standards, there's very few players who actually do. That's why 1,000 yards is still a benchmark, even here in the 17 game season, because even though it's kind of a poopy yards per game average, it still puts you in the top, 20, category for a team. So it is something to think about there. Peacecraft, I think this is going to be a good game. I think we lose late to some Barkley magic. Saquon Barkley is a special player. He is banged up. He's also the only offensive threat for the Giants.
Only one.
The only threat.
Jalen Hyatt's a threat, but look, Danny DeVito's cousin cannot get it to Jalen Hyatt deep. It can't happen. Jalen Hyatt, or should I say, Danny DeVito's cousin is not going to be able to complete a pass air yards over 20 yards. There's a dollar for you. He will not complete one air yards.
Air yards
after.
So we're going to have to measure that one. I'm with you, Stoner, on that one. And Joseph saying dollar first play for Washington is a pass play.
Yeah.
I am going to go against that one. I think it's going to be a run. We've seen a lot of starting off on the run aspect.
B-Rob shotgun, kind of delayed handoff left side.
Oh, PCC going Matt Barkley. If we lose to Matt Barkley, not even DeVito, like we knocked DeVito out of the game for whatever reason, and Matt Barkley comes in and saves the day. That's a bad day. Well, Stoner, I've had a lot of water as I'm starting to get kind of under the weather. So I'm going to take a bio break here before this game starts and hopefully make it back in time.
All right. This is a really cool comment here from Stephen Hughes, who is listening from Israel. How about that? That's pretty cool. Now, we've had people check in from Africa. We've had people check in from now Israel, all over the place. Love hearing from you guys all over the world. As a matter of fact, you know what? Maybe it's too close to game time, but it would be really cool if everybody kind of put where they are, where you guys are all across the country, all across the world. Like me, myself, I'm in Baltimore, just outside of Baltimore. This is where I live, even though I work in DC and I love all DC sports. I live just outside of Baltimore, which is a pain because everybody here is Ravens fans. And then Nathan, of course, he is now out in Oklahoma. He was in Annapolis, and he is now out in Oklahoma. So what do we got? We've got Bosky's in Durham. Love that. TJ's out in Colorado. Tommy T's I didn't know that, Tommy T. I didn't know you were in El Paso. Love that. Eric Kirchen in Syracuse. Mark Barlow in Leeds. Are you a Leeds? What is it? Leeds United? Sorry, I'm not great on soccer. Is it Leeds United? Is that the big team out there? Thomas is in Murrieta, California. Cooker Daniels in Iowa. We got Hey Scotty out in Woodbridge. PNW Trout Slayer out in Seattle. Yep, Seattle went to the game last week, I believe, right? Didn't you say that? Who everybody's jumping in here. Jacksonville, Florida. That's where I went to high school, Lockdown Law. I'm having everybody say where they're from since we had somebody say they were from Israel.
Nice.
So we got California, Iowa, Seattle, El Paso. Then we got Virginia Beach, Arizona. But hey, there's a game kicking off. So
there is.
Appreciate everybody
kicking this one away here to get us underway. This game at Landover, I see a lot of empty seats and I see a lot of blue.
It is a sellout, though.
We are going to see, it's probably just a late getting there crowd.
Yeah.
We're probably going to see Stoner's favorite thing. He loves when the broadcast shows the opposing team fans. So DC in the house, love it. Lubbock, Texas, Orlando.
Tommy's in Orlando. Stephen Hughes is up here on deployment.
Shout out, stay safe out there, or live in Florida. Yeah. Stay safe out there.
Love this.
All right. In motion is 17. I forget that number. So DeVito hands this one off to Saquon Barkley, immediately tacked in the background. That is Jonathan Allen, folks. A lot of hate this year for Jonathan Allen because he hasn't been the all-pro player he was last year. Tell you what, guys, Jonathan Allen, still a good football player. Still a very good football
4-yard loss.
3-yard loss as it's 2nd and 13 here. Vito going to quick throw this one out. And again, the defense there to smother this one up. That's Percy Butler showing some amazing speed. I really like what we've seen from Percy Butler. Derek Force has been starting to get warmed up again. He's been working on the side field. So I'm interested to see what we're going to see when Derek Force comes back healthy. Who's going to be out there because Percy Butler has flashed.
10
is up on the line here.
Yeah.
Although his stance tells me I think he's running backwards.
Yeah.
And he does. And so DeVito's going to take the snap with the pass. Rush is now going to push DeVito out of the pocket, and he launches this one up. Saquon Barkley climbs the ladder and does catch this for a first down. Quan Martin was the closest one in coverage. And that is just that amazing play by Saquon Barkley because that pass was going behind him. It looks like it doesn't actually look like Saquon was the target, but he climbs the ladder, pulls that one, and gets both feet down. 1st and 10 now from the 46-yard line. DeVito has some time in the pocket. Now he's rushed out, and now he's going to get tackled as Mayo Miracle Whip gets in there. Choo choo.
Oh, I told myself this morning I was going to download the choo choo sound, and I forgot. Nice play by the defensive line with 4-man rush. One of them
Coverage.
they flushed him out of the pocket, and then Mayo came charging up for the sack.
8-yard loss on the sack here. DeVito quick pass out. Blatt's a block in the back. Where's the flag on that one? No penalty. Third down's going to come up. That was an absolute block in the back. Did you see that, Stoner?
I did not. I missed that.
I think it was the tight end, or maybe as Washington's players jumped that pretty well. And as he was buckling down to try to, get the tackle, he has someone come up and run through him and run through his back to push him out of the play.
Another 3rd and 10, the second straight one.
3rd and long here. Saquon in motion. DeVito looking to pass. Pressure again coming from the middle.
Another
and
sack!
This is going to be another sack. Choo choo.
KJ Henry.
KJ Henry with this first NFL sack. Woo. No roughing the passer on that one. No roughing the passer on that one.
Woo. Good start by this defensive line. They've been putting a lot of pressure on Danny DeVito's cousin, and that time KJ Henry got him. He could have got called for something. He threw him down.
He definitely threw DeVito down. We might see Matt Barkley the way that this is going, and as a Washington player is being tended to.
Oh, that's not good.
Don't like seeing that.
That's 2 sacks already for Washington in the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays. Yeah, so they're taking a timeout with the injured player, and I'll go check that out. I was going to check out what our bets were, because I think we had a sack bet, didn't we?
I had a KJ Henry first NFL sack.
You
remember
did
that? Yep.
You had KJ Henry first sack,
and I think we said 3 or more. Might have been They're going to crush that today.
No other sack bets.
No other sack bet.
Let's go see. I'm going to go check and see who's down here. Oh, this was defensive end, F.A. Obata. Cart's coming out.
Ooh, that's not good. And James Smith-Williams out for Washington as well, meaning they're gonna have quite a few.
They brought up Joshua Pryor for this game, so
yeah. Derek looking for a live stream of the game. We do our best to give you the play-by-play and commentary where you can kind of pick up on it like you would a radio broadcast. As far as the actual game being streamed, we can't promote anything illegal here on the channel, so your best bet legally would just be trying to get to a bar and watch it, as Derek is in South Carolina and they show those crummy Cowboys all the time. I understand. I'm here in Oklahoma now after retiring and moving down this way, and it's always Cowboys. Well, yeah.
By the way, they brought up the Aircast and
Aircast, so lower body injury, and that's going to put F.A. Obata out for the season. It's got to be out for the season at this point. I don't want to speculate too much, but you don't bring out the Aircast for a he's questionable to return type injury.
Yeah. And here's something I never understood. Why can't you speculate? What's the problem with speculating on an injury? You speculate on everything else within the game. Speculate on the injury. Who cares?
So here we're going to see Duran
leg whipped.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad one. A bad one.
Duran Payne, as he was going for the tackle, just I guess sackle works. Just kind of whips around and it gets that leg to bend the wrong direction for F.A. Obata. Crowd standing up and giving the applause for him as he gets onto the cart. It is a bad injury and wish him well. F.A. Obata, one of the several defensive ends that is not under contract next year.
Hey, one of the things we had a goal today that we wanted to get to 200 likes by halftime, and we've got 230 people here and we've got 50 likes. So let's see if we can't jump those likes. Hit that like button,
If
y'all.
you wish F.A. Obata the best, you better hit that like button. Show us that you are supporting him as he gets his fist up in the air. He's visibly upset and understandable and probably in a lot of pain.
I mean, that's so brutal. This game is so brutal because, like you said, he doesn't have a contract. And now he goes into the offseason with the injury concern and no contract. And that guy was having a good season. And he probably would have got a nice little payday from somebody.
Yeah, nice little veteran contract as the punt is away here. Jameson Crowder going to go behind him wisely. Bounces into the end zone. Washington will start their first drive from the 20 with 11:56 in the first quarter to go. So Washington not forcing the 3 and out, but getting a couple of sacks.
And by the way, Nathan, that pass to Barkley might have been like right at 20 air yards. But I think I said over 20 air yards. I think it was right at exactly 20 air yards.
Yeah, that one, I'm telling you, it was not intended for Saquon Barkley. Brian Robinson is next to Sam Howell, who of course is in shotgun. As
he's going to give it to B-Rob.
And we do see a pass here, and it's a screenplay to Terry McLaurin, and he gets tackled from behind there from the middle linebacker who's had a good season for the Giants. It was when we were talking with Carl Banks, he talked a little bit about that growth, and I saw from other New York Giants beat reporters that there's some growth that they're seeing from number 58 there for
Okereke. Okereke.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to try to say his name, Stoner. I knew better. That's why I was like the middle linebacker, number 58. Terry McLaurin with his first catch there, 4 yards on there. I felt like they left some to go here. Brian Robinson going to run here on 2nd and 6, picks up half of that.
Bring a nice 3rd and short. It was under center, but of course they did not have the fullback because Armah's not healthy. But you had Robinson with a nice head of steam getting into that line and got a couple of yards. So bring a 3rd and short, 3rd and 3.
Sam Howell looking at this defense, calling a different play here. He's going to take the snap, looks the pass, gets away from the pass rush, and now he's going to run into a first down for Washington as he makes a wise decision just to tuck and run here for a Washington. First down. Seeing as my button's apparently not working properly, I'm just going to have to make the sound myself.
Oh, he went.
Yeah, inside pressure from Lawrence and Sam Cosmi able to push him out of the way. And it's good job by Sam Cosmi coming in late there to open up that hole for.
Or else that was a sack.
Yep.
But good job on the first 3 plays to avoid a sack at least. 4-man rush.
Coming, Sam Howell steps in the pocket. He's going deep. This one's going to be intercepted as he was looking for De'Ami Brown and just overthrows him there. McElroy's come down, or McLeod's going to pick this one off.
It didn't seem like he had enough air under that. That was more of a line drive type pass, which he's usually a guy who gets a lot of air under the ball. But I mean, De'Ami Brown didn't have his guy beat anyway.
No.
So not a great offensive series to start. They get the 1 first down and then throw an interception. Sure, it's way down the other end, but that was first down. You don't.
Yep.
You don't throw interceptions on first down. Not great. Not great. Now you're going to ask this defense to go back out there. Yeah, maybe your first down thing works too.
We'll try it later. You have to feel like that pressure up the center. Sam Howell was standing tall in the pocket, but he was kind of throwing that one off his back heel. And we've seen some of these deep passes. Eric Bieniemy talked about it on Thursday. Sam Howell likes to throw deep, and we've seen that from Sam Howell. He likes those deep throws. But we've seen a couple of times when he's throwing over the middle, his passes are not arcing. They are a little bit more flat, as you mentioned, and this one's going to get picked off. I think that if he didn't have the pressure there, he probably would have liked to have thrown that a little in front. Because if you looked at De'Ami Brown and the route he was running, he was cutting in, and that pass ended up sailing behind him.
Yeah.
McLeod was able to come down with it.
I don't know that, and you're right. I totally agree with you, but I don't know that any throw was going to be a good throw on that, other than over everybody's head, because Diami wasn't open. I don't know what Sam saw when he looked at that and said, well, Diami's open. I better get it to him, because he wasn't open. I mean, that was excellent coverage for McLeod. So, sure, they're all the way back at their own 10-yard line, but still, I mean, that was a first down throw.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people will see it this way, Steven, as a punt.
Yeah, but it was first down. If it was third down, okay.
Sure. Yeah. If it was third and
down.
long and you're going for it and trying to get there, then I can see it. But on first down, a bit of a struggle to call it that way. However, here McMansion's not an Eric Bieniemy fan. So you gotta understand that from the front. Scott Turner threw it on first down too. Just FYI, if you were Scott Turner, I don't think McMansion, I think it was someone else who was the Scott Turner fan, as
Mr. Manchin is not a
as Hal was being looked at his jaw. I mean, he definitely got rocked on that pass there. But
is this the body bag game?
Okay. Let's please not have it be that. As DeVito here on a 1st and 10 from about the 13-yard line, going to hand this one off, and this one's going to hit the pile. And pile's being pushed, and looks like they're going to call it dead after 2 or 3 yards here. They're showing the replay here on the interception. And look at this 4-man rush. Sam Howell, he just has to have a prettier ball. And again, De'Ami Brown, if he threw it closer to the hash, De'Ami Brown catches that and goes in. David Mayo with his second big play here. Casey Tuhu celebrating as well, but Mayo coming in from the second level. And where's Sam Howell being dragged down late after that one?
He must have bit
his lip or something, or bit his tongue.
Maybe that was when he ran. The play before that.
So DeVito, third and 11 here, and Percy Butler stopping this one. They'll set up 4th down. So 3 and out. No punishment from the turnover, and I think that's big. If an early turnover and allowing your opponent to score can really change the pathway here. Now that interception does look more like a punt. It's still not a punt. Right. But at least now it's like, okay, they had an unsuccessful drive. They kick it deep, and now here we go with the punt away. So good 3 and out by the defense. The defense showing us that the Giants' offense is nothing, as Jameson Crowder dances around, and I did see some laundry, I think, come out, unless it was somebody's yellow towel or
their yellow gloves. A lot of these guys have yellow gloves or gold gloves. You should
gold
say.
Gloves, yeah.
But what I noticed on that particular sequence of those 3 plays, the first 2 plays, Washington employed the Cinco package. They had 5 defensive linemen, and on the first play, they stopped Barkley for no gain because he ran right into 5 defensive linemen. And on the second play, they had Mayo blitz, had him on a run blitz. And this is what we talked about earlier in the week. You have to do everything in your power to go after Barkley. And if he doesn't get the ball, continue on towards Danny DeVito's cousin, because he's not going to. Barkley is the only guy that's going to hurt you. So you have to make sure you shut him down. And they did that on 3rd down, right? When who's the tight end that went out? They go one-on-one with Percy Butler on a 3rd and 11. That's fine. Percy Butler's going to make a tackle. You can have your 7 yards, and then we're going to force you to punt, because we're going to go after Tommy DeVito, and we're going to stop Saquon Barkley, period. That's all this defense has to do. They don't have a whole lot of assignments that they have to worry about in this game. Just go after Barkley and DeVito, period.
We know it's an old adage and true of any QB, and Carl Banks agreed with that, but it's just like, if you get after the quarterback, any quarterback, Tom Brady, Sam Howell, Danny DeVito's cousin, they're going to make mistakes. Now, Tom Brady's and Aaron Rodgers of the world, those mistakes might be fewer, but they're going to make mistakes. Now, DeVito here, Joey Donuts saying that DeVito has had much better line so far than Howell. I'm going to disagree. We saw that the line for Washington isn't that great, but DeVito's already been on his backside quite a few times, and the line isn't getting any push for the Giants against the defensive line of Washington. So I wouldn't go this far. That's not to say, Stoner,
that it won't.
That the line has not been good, or the line's been good. It's just that
their line
right
hasn't
now,
been better.
No, their line has not been better. We'll see how Sam Howell can stay upright here with the second drive for Washington.
By the way,
he's been intended to for that. I don't know, it looks like a tongue or maybe his lip.
Yeah. By the way, since Jameson Crowder had that nice return about 5 or 6 games ago, he's been Dax Milne back there. Catch the ball and get 2 or 3 yards. Boom. Which I don't hate, by the way.
Just secure the ball, right?
Secure the ball, man.
Ball at the 36-yard line. We're going to see John Bates in motion. Give Sam Howell read on the defense. Sam Howell is going to look to throw. Gets this one out. Terry McLaurin's with a Washington. I
thought you were going to try it.
Down. I might try it next time.
Yeah, see, that's where he got hit on the run, is where he got hit in the mouth. But that was on Banks, right? Perfect example of what we were talking about. Do those short slants, and he's going to beat Banks over and over. Going to beat him like, what was the old saying? Redheaded stepchild? Is that okay to say that nowadays? I don't know. But nice throw from Howell to McLaurin.
1st and 10 there for Washington. That's going to be a fake handoff, pass down to Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas puts this ball on the ground, and it's going to be kicked around and then picked up by the Giants. Oh, man.
It was definitely out.
It was absolutely out. There was no doubt about this.
2 turnovers this game, and that's 2 this year. Just massive fumbles. It was definitely out.
Yeah, punch comes in, gets that ball out before the knees come down, and Logan Thomas is being dragged by his neck there and unable to pull it in. You can see him kicking it. I don't know if you saw that, but he was trying to get it up with his foot.
I don't know what they're waiting for. Get off the field. You fumbled it.
I think what they're looking at is, did the person who recover it
in bounds?
Did they recover it in bounds? Because they might have been out of bounds. And so we see Dabble there saying, it's our ball. It's our ball. Yeah, it's very clearly a punch. You see this come in here, and it's out before those knees touch.
Knee hits, man. It's not even a question. Look, turnovers are the great equalizer. It doesn't matter how much better than you are than the other team. He kicked his hand. That could be a penalty. Yep, here they are, 45 of Washington.
So in good field position here, as DeVito is going to be under pressure and get taken down again. Choo, as Forbes and St. Juice get in there and create the pressure.
I like how St. Juice just kind of gently brought him down to the ground. He didn't want any kind of penalty.
He had him wrapped up early. Yeah, Saquon was on St. Juice. Forbes just misses DeVito, and then St. Juice finishing out that one. So loss of 3 here, 2nd and 13. DeVito has time this time, gets it behind.
That's Wandale, I believe.
Wandale, 17. See, when I called games for, and unfortunately, Garber Wolverines season is over as they lost in the second round of the playoffs on Friday. Shout out to the Garber school and team there. But I normally have a cheat sheet in front of me of the team rosters, and I don't have that for the Giants. I should probably start doing that so I can actually call a better game here. As we're going to be from shotgun on 3rd and 13, ball at the 49 or 48.5 yard line here. DeVito looking to pass again, gets this one away. Does have an open receiver. There'll be a Giants first down and a big first down throw or third down throw there to Slayton.
First down.
That's Percy Butler on the ground now.
First down, you blitzed and you sacked. Second down, you blitzed and you knocked down a pass. Third down, you sat back. Make it make sense.
Good throw into the zone coverage and just able to get there.
I'm telling you, man,
Dagnabbit.
this is the third injury already in the first quarter for Washington. Obata, Howell a little bit, and then now Percy Butler.
It's a rough start here for Washington as 2 turnovers are negating what has been a pretty good start from the defense.
If you weren't here at the beginning in the pregame before we got started, I talked about this is kind of like a really good college team going up against a not very good NFL team. So the Giants are like the equivalent of a really good college team, and Washington is the not very good pro team. And so we're going to end that argument. But the point is, even if you have a much better team, turnovers will kill you every single time. They have 2 turnovers and are halfway through the first quarter. Obviously got to fix that. I don't even want to go to
rough
Twitter and see the hate for Logan because I know they're all going to be like, get him off the team.
So if we can, I agree with this one, Daryl. If we can keep DeVito under 3 seconds, we'll pull it off. And we've seen that when we've seen the pressure get to DeVito, good things have happened for this defense. And when he's had time, any QB is going to be able to pick that one off. Now, Mike is getting a little crazy here, Mike.
What does Mike say?
Mike saying DeVito looking like a first rounder. Let's pump our brakes a little bit on the DeVito praise there. But it was a good pass.
People love when I say this, right? I could have made that pass on that third down as much time as Danny DeVito's cousin had in the pocket. He was just standing there looking around. I could have thrown that ball.
Yeah, Aaron, the curse of the black uniforms. Why? That'll be fun to clip up later. Oh, Washington. Why do they do this to a stoner? Why? The defense looks like they're playing well here. Let's see what we got as Percy Butler is going to go for the punch. And we do see it somewhat work here. And then it looks like he just kind of gets, I'm not even sure what happens here, but he ends up staying down there.
They said he walked off on his own, but
yeah, it looks like he just got hit in the back and it hurt a little bit more than you'd expect, as Mayo looks like he's going to try to blitz in here. And DeVito looking to pass, gets this one up into the air, looking for the end zone. Saquon Barkley is going to catch this. So unless there's a penalty, this is going to be a New York Giants touchdown. That is a rough first quarter, Stoner. That is a rough first quarter. Like I said, two turnovers in 10 minutes of play. Jamin Davis shaking his head here as Saquon gets behind him. There's the catch. 1, 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see how this gets reversed. I have responsibilities, don't I? Get that 6 points on the board there.
There's Ron, arms crossed.
Oh, arms crossed, Ron.
Did we have a prop bet on that?
And we said we need a Ron camera. I need some enterprising young person to get like some crazy setup to just have a camera on Ron all the time as the extra point is up and going to be good. The Commanders playing from behind against an inferior Giants team once again. And I agree, Tommy, they play like this every time against these Giants.
What do you got to do?
They're not a good team.
You got to stop.
Not a good team.
You got to stop Saquon Barkley. That's your only goal in this whole game is stop Saquon Barkley. That's it. That's all you have to do and you'll win this game. Unbelievable.
I do not hope for this hibiscus. This is bad. All right. I hope we lose 50 to nothing and Magic shows up with some bouncers to assist the staff out. 50 to nothing would be an abysmal game. That's not fun. That's bad here.
question.
Jamin Davis just gets beat by Saquon Barkley. You say
Yeah.
this one all the time. I'm surprised, Saquon Barkley greater than sign Jamin Davis.
Yes, 100%. And that was just a simple wheel route. It wasn't anything fancy. Jamin Davis was faking like he was going to blitz.
Mm.
And then all you got to do is cover him. Or, I don't know, Jack, put 2 guys on Saquon Barkley.
Cam Curl late to rotate over as the kick is away and not going to be returned.
Who is that?
That is Byron Pringle, who's back there. So the question on who is going to return, we thought maybe Jamison Crowder would get that responsibility. They're entrusting it to Pringle today with Antonio Gibson out.
You guys have responded really well. We're at 104 likes, trying to get to 200 by halftime. So if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like. If you think Washington is going to come back, hit the like button. If you think there's no chance they come back, I don't know, hit the like button. All right, come on, offense.
Washington
don't turn the ball over.
From the 25-yard line. Under center, Sam Howell fakes the handoff, rolling out, pass out quickly to Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas this time holding on to the ball, and we'll pick up about 7 yards on this first down throw there.
All right.
Good play. Right, Logan, showing faith in your teammates that hey, listen, that's on me. Let's see less of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm with Daryl. I see enough of these jokers anyways.
All right, good pickup on first down. They moved the pocket, which was really nice, and made a nice, easy throw. Look, Sam's been just fine this game. I mean, the interception wasn't great, but otherwise he's done just fine. And I like the play calls so far.
This is going to be a handoff to Brian Robinson, who squeezes up that right-hand side and does pick up a Washington first down. So nope, that didn't work. So we're going to go back.
It started off well.
We're going to go back to just saying it. I'm going to email Road. And
you know what the difference is on that running play than in past running plays is that he came from a different angle and got a running start rather than doing the stand there, get it and go. Mm-hmm. That's an adjustment as well, because I don't know that they've done many of that this year.
36.5-yard line where this one, Sam Howell setting up the screen here for Brian Robinson, who has blockers in front of him. He's going to pick up that first down, keep that ball. Nice run there by Brian Robinson, getting down to the 45 of the Giants. And a Washington. First down.
Yeah, that was a well-designed play. They came with a blitz and caught him in that blitz. McFadden knew he was in a lot of trouble, but it was too late by then. And good blocking downfield.
Yeah, birthday boy Chris Paul. It's his birthday today. Getting out there a little late, having Brian Robinson beat him to the block. As we'll see, Jahan Dotson in motion. Sam Howell hands this one off to Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson on the right-hand side. Big-time hold. Another Washington. First down. Nice 11-yard run from Robinson. Those are the kinds of runs I don't like, where he's just kind of standing there and then gets the ball, delayed handoff, but big hole on the right side that was opened up. He's going out. Be interesting to see. Does Gore come in or does he? Gore is 38, so we're going to see Chris Rodriguez, I imagine. Yep, 23 is out there for the Commanders. 5 of 6, 46 yards. How many running plays have we seen? Because we're getting close to 15 plays here, and it's going to be a fake to Chris Rodriguez. Play action over the hands. This is going to be Logan Thomas getting down to the 5-yard line, and another Washington. First down.
You put that little what somebody said earlier about the Giants. That's probably the only points their score. I'm with you. I'm with you on that. What a throw. That's
what play action does. That's what the threat of the run does. McLeod here, number 41, or McFadden rather, number 41, had to come up because Chris Rodriguez can and will get the ball today. And now we have a first and goal situation, ball right around that 5-yard line, as we're going to see some motion and a handoff to Gore. Gore trying to bounce this one to the outside. And that's why I'm saying we're going to see Gore in those outside runs. And that time doesn't go anywhere. I believe that was Chris Rodriguez, who was coming in motion. So a 2 running back set there, just not necessarily in the way that you would imagine 2nd and goal coming up here for Washington.
I don't think that was designed to go outside, though. It looked like it was designed to go inside, and there was nothing there, and he tried to bounce, but the pursuit was there, and he had nowhere to go. What, did he get a yard, maybe, if that?
That's the difference between, got nothing on there. The ball is right at that 5-yard line now as De'Ami Brown is in motion. Sam Howell looking to pass, gets this one. Dangerous throw, looking for Logan Thomas, but it was behind him.
I think that was the case where Howell thought Logan was just going to sit. It would just get to the end zone, turn around, but Logan kind of drifted away from the middle linebacker. So that was one where they were not on the same page. I would probably put that on Howell because Logan read that the middle linebacker was there and he needed to get out of the middle, and Howell threw it as though Logan was going to sit.
4 down territory, Stoner?
No, too early for that. Unless they get down to the inside the 1.
I say go for it. If you're with me, I need to hear you in the chat here. 5.
Score the touchdown.
Now looking to pass, now going to get pressured, tosses this one. Oh, if he gets this over to Curtis Samuel in a way that's in front of him, that's a touchdown. Instead, we'll see 4th and goal. Yeah, so it looks like they're bringing the field goal team out.
If you have 1st and goal from the 5 and you get 0 yards in 3 plays, you kick the field goal. You don't have
Thibodeau getting the pressure in on Sam Howell, and Joey Sly setting up to get the field goal.
All right, just go ahead and change it, Nathan. 7-3.
Joey Sly, 5 straight field goals made. The broadcast is putting that up there, and so I'm just waiting. That is the 6th straight. Commanders putting on 3 on the board here.
Good response after getting down 7-0 on the touchdown from the Giants. Good response to go all the way down the field. You like to get into the end zone, and I think generally this year the red zone offense has been pretty good.
Yeah,
I think they're 12th. I think I may have seen that.
That is an area where they've improved. So we had the Scott Turner discussion earlier, and that was his problem was when you got, and that was a big Scott Turner problem. Once they were in the red zone, they just couldn't score.
Yeah.
They were one of the worst teams in the league under Scott Turner last season. Eric Bieniemy's team, when they get into the red zone, they score more often than they don't. And then when I say score, I mean a touchdown.
Or touchdowns more often.
Yeah, touchdown more often than they don't. So one of the better teams there this time not working out. I would have liked to have seen them go for it, but I understand.
Yeah. Yeah. I think you get a feel for it when it's, like I said, you had 1st and goal at the 5 and you get nothing on 3 straight plays. What gives you confidence that all of a sudden you're going to get a touchdown? You had the first play was a run play that went nowhere. The second play, you try to get it to Logan and had no luck. And the third play, you got chased out of the pocket and almost got your quarterback killed, and he couldn't get it to a wide open Curtis Samuel. You kicked the field goal in that situation. Again, if they had thrown a pass and maybe like Logan got it and he was fighting and he got down to the half yard line, I might be with you about going for it. But
Brian mentioning 1st and goal and not a single power run. Tommy agreeing, needs some Brian Robinson down there. Even Chris Rodriguez, that power run just one time.
I'm with all y'all, man. You don't have to convince
jumping
me
on there as well. It was just, I think that one play, they would really, really want that one throw to Logan Thomas back. I think that one they had that was the best chance to score from those play calls that we saw. The Gore thing wasn't going to go anywhere. And that Curtis Samuel one, he was under pressure. And if he throws that in front of Curtis Samuel, that's a score, but he was he had Thibodeau in his lap. It's hard to make an accurate throw when you're literally falling backwards away from Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yep. I love Kayvon.
He's okay. He's good. He's a Montez Sweat for the Giants.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's accurate.
All right. The defense going to be out. Hopefully they can, pardon me here. Hopefully they can get a nice 3 and out.
3 and out. It's going to happen. Watch this 3 and out here.
Stoner's calling it. If you agree with him, make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already.
Yeah, we're getting there. We got 114 likes, trying to get to 200 by halftime, y'all. We got 300 plus people in here. if you haven't hit the like, well, why not? I don't get it. Why not?
Oh, that one's gonna go into the stands after it bounces up. I love those, man. That's a point in my book.
This could be a point. Yeah.
I'm temporarily. I'll give them that point here for the broadcast. So it's 7-4 now. Commanders trailing, and it's actually 7-3. But I love that one. Yeah, give us a hell yeah in the chat, everybody here for Big E in the house. Washington going to come up big here with that 3 and out. Do you agree? Let's hear it. Let's hear that. Hell yeah.
He's in shotgun. That's not even Barkley. Is that Barkley? I can't tell.
That is DeVito.
Yeah, it is Barkley.
And Percy Butler
nice
big hold.
How was that?
This is going to be another Mayo sack. Choo choo.
How is that not a hold?
Yeah, I don't know how that. Yeah, Percy Butler was absolutely held here.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
So Percy Butler, Saquon Barkley in action against. Yeah, I don't know how that's not a hold. But David Mayo having the game of his life.
Who's he got? 2 sacks now.
Sack and this is a Casey Toohill type game. Casey 2 sacks. 2nd and 11. As we'll see some motion as the tight end comes in there to set up an I formation here.
Smart.
Vito hands this one off Saquon. Saquon trying to. This is Jamin Davis repaying the favor and tackling for a loss here, setting up a 3rd down and long.
They're not going to be able to run on Washington. That much we know. I think they had -4 yards rushing before that play, and that's another 2 yards lost. That's a -6 yards rushing.
We are not watching the same game as Michael and Mike.
Well, I mean,
DeVito does not look like Tom Brady.
That was a really nice pass. You have to admit that.
Does not look like Tom Brady. Let's put that to the side here.
That was a nice pass to Barkley, but it's 3rd and 13. They've had a lot of these already.
Yeah. And by the way, they're having it looks like a silent count. So hopefully that town there, and this is going to be another sack. Choo choo. KJ Henry
again.
Getting his 2nd NFL sack. Deron Payne is the one who creates that opportunity for him.
That's 5 sacks in the first quarter, Nathan.
This is going to be a long game for DeVito. Giants. Yeah, this is going to be a long one there. As Deron Payne pulls the stunt and gets around Danny DeVito. I think that's half a sack for Deron Payne. I think that's half a sack here as the punt gets underway.
Just secure it. Oh, that's a good punt.
Punt all the way to the 30. Jamison Crowder is walking backwards, and he's going to get. Where are they going to give him progress is the question, because he started running backwards of his own accord. Looks like they're going to mark him. So he definitely lost yards off of that. Jamison Crowder, need you to make a little bit better decision. But the crowd looks like they're getting into it, because you'll see the Giants are doing the silent snap thing. The right guard looks back, sees what the play is going to, make sure that they're ready. And then he's tapping the center to snap that ball. So hopefully get into this, hopefully with a nice touchdown drive here, ball at the 26-yard line. Sam Howell strolling out to his left, gets this one down and inbounds to Curtis Samuel.
That is, wrong side. That was 9. That was play 15. 10 and 5.
Oh, just barely hit that over.
5 rushes. I called the over.
Yeah, you did.
So it was 10 passes, 7 for 10. Was that the end of the first quarter?
That was the end of the first quarter. Washington finding themselves down 7-3, but they are driving the ball. Don't sleep on them yet. This is going to be a 10-7 game here shortly enough.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up, way up, over 100 at all times.
Go! Kick 6, baby! Get in there! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! That's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't sleep makes you great. Let's go.
Don't Sleep Energy also has these energy shots you can pick up there. So make sure you use the code. That's what I'm on today here. So as HT mentions, my energy is going to be over 9,000 here as I need this. I actually need this to get to 100% today because I'm a little under the weather. So I got I'll try not to make it so bad, but I got a Ricola in right now to kind of help, keep things going there because it's a bit rough.
Ricola.
So yeah, Don't Sleep Energy going to keep me up and alert for this game and active for you. So make sure you head out there. DMV company. So good things going here. Get that in the trash now that I've used that one up.
All
Those
right,
energy shots are nice.
Oh,
let's hear some stats.
Yeah, stats from the first quarter. Howell, of course, 7 of 10, 80 yards with the interception. He has a 54.2 rating. Brian Robinson, 3 rushes for 18 yards. Logan, 3 catches for 42 yards. And on defense, they've had, of course, the 5 sacks. Mayo's got 2. Payne's got 1, so he got that full sack, at least for now. St. Juice has got 1, and then KJ Henry's got 1. On the other side, Tommy DeVito, 6 of 7 for 87 yards and a touchdown. He's got 158 rating. And then Saquon Barkley, 4 rushes, -6 yards.
That's where that I hate the regular QB rating because that doesn't tell the whole story at all. Ball at the 25-yard line, 2nd and 5 here for Washington as Sam Howell's in shotgun. Delayed handoff to Brian Robinson, who goes over to the left-hand side, pushes his way forward. We'll pick up about 4 yards on that.
That's my least favorite play of anything in the playbook is a delayed handoff to a guy just standing there with no momentum. I hate
it beats the thing is those delayed handoffs, the draws are meant to, find that open hole with aggressive lines.
Sure. I get it. I know there's reasons for it, but I just don't like them.
I would like to see a power run here, but we're not going to because it's going to be Brian Robinson over to the left-hand side. He's going to get tackled for a little bit of a loss here, setting up 4th down. And you have to punt the ball away because it's just not good territory.
Nope. You got to punt it.
So rough there, not picking up any yards on a short down. And that's the type of run I hate. When it's 3rd and short, those draw them out to the left. I don't think that's going to work with this line. It's just not going to do that. Yeah, Burgundy and Gold for life. 5 sacks in the first quarter. What are you thinking as a play caller on defensive and vice versa? And this one's going to bounce here and get pushed out of bounds. Oh, this might be a flag. Pryor.
I don't know, but that's Joshua Pryor. But I didn't see him he didn't hit him. He looked like he was falling when he hit him.
Or he was pushed in there.
He was definitely out of bounds.
He's getting some love here. Yeah, he was well. Oh no, he's lucky.
Wow, that's 15
he is very lucky this isn't a penalty.
So when we talk about how the referees are always against Washington, there is a play in Washington's favor from the referees.
Yeah, got one away there. So what do I think as a play caller on defense? I'm liking what we've seen from the defense so far. There's been a couple breaking coverages. It's been in that zone. I like the aggression. David Mayo is having the game of his life right now. I think that's great. As far as Eric Bieniemy, he's trying to implement the run. We've seen a lot more runs than we normally do. I would like to see more power runs. And so far, I don't think we've done enough to set up those deep passes. So keep that quick game going. Get the ball in Terry McLaurin's hands and see what we can do. Jeremy Evans, I love y'all's show here. I look forward to the show every week. Jeremy, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you jumping in and leaving us a comment. I know Jeremy's already hit that like button, so why don't you join him?
Oh, yeah.
And hitting that like button as well. We do appreciate all the love and support here, and just hitting that like button, commenting helps other people find the channel, and that's a big, big support. Of course, Super Chat is open. I didn't pin to the comment so we're doing this piano bar style. Okay, Stoner. The current name is Eric Millhouse Bienemy Jr. And if you think you have a better name, you gotta put it in the super chat form, and then we'll pin that comment and keep that going. Or if you have a comment that you want to pin, like a piano bar type thing, you leave it in the chat, and then we'll put it up there until somebody beats you out.
Do that
for chat comment there. But yeah, Eric Millhouse Bienemy Jr. I thought we had another one as well. Another nickname that we were doling out for somebody, but right now Washington's defense going to be needing to get another stop here, as the offense, only one drive has been successful. And that time you can't blame it on not on going pass either. They were running the ball that time. Wow, first time 5 sacks in a quarter by any team since November of 2006. That was the Seahawks versus the Raiders. Can we get double-digit sacks by the half?
We'll see. It's gonna get carried away. See, there's the single package here.
This one gets away to Saquon Barkley, tackled by Jamin Davis. Good coverage. Just a nice quick pass.
All right, I took care of the pin in the message. BT dub. They did definitely. They had the single package in there, the 5 defensive linemen, and now Daboll is going to him and Kafka are going to adjust.
Danny DeVito to Slayton. That's going to be a first down. Emmanuel Forbes in coverage.
I don't mind this. I don't mind the 5 defensive linemen on every play. Make DeVito beat you. He's been fine so far, but he's not going to be consistent throughout the game. But those first 2 plays were very nice from DeVito.
All right, DeVito back has some time. He's going to dump this one off, but it's going to be at the feet of Barkley. Barkley probably appreciates that one, as Percy Butler was coming in like a missile. He was ready to knock Barkley if he caught that one.
Mm-hmm. And that they went with a 4-man rush on that play and did not get enough pressure. He had plenty of time to look for someone, but the 7 guys defending obviously did a nice job defending.
Coverage for the most part, I think, has been there because DeVito's been holding on to the ball, looking for something to get open. Only a couple quick pass plays from the Giants. They have been successful. There's that snap. DeVito has a hard time getting to the snap there. Forbes in coverage, but this is going to be Hodgins with a first down.
That's 2 straight on Forbes. If he's going to be able to stand back there and look for guys, he's going to find guys. You have to pressure him, and you're not going to pressure him with 4 guys. You couldn't pressure him with 4 guys when Sweat and Young were here. You're not going to pressure him with KJ Henry and Andre Jones Jr.
Ball at the 42-yard line. Snap away.
4 again.
DeVito looking to pass.
All day.
It's that one way is short, and that's David Mayo who comes up for the tackle.
He's got all day. He's got all day. Just standing back there looking.
Oh, it's 2nd and 4. Now the ball at the 36-yard line.
There you go.
Hand off to Saquon. Saquon's going to run into the middle, and the defense is going to do its job, and it's only going to be a gain of a yard.
That time they came with a blitz from the left side, and Barkley had nowhere to go, even though he went to his left, which is the defense's right. There was just too many guys there to deal with. So now comes a 3rd and 2. Got to get a stop here. Got to force a field goal attempt.
Saquon, interesting enough, going out for the 3rd and 2 play here.
Well, he's been out there quite a bit. But, yeah, that is interesting. So they're going to go 5 wide probably.
DeVito and shotgun.
There you go.
This is going to be a run.
There you go.
It's going to be stopped as looks like David Mayo came in here. No, that's KJ Henry who got there in the backfield. Cam Curl coming up as well. A loss of yardage on the 4th down or on the 3rd down play.
Hire me, Nathan. Hire me. I can be an excellent offensive consultant and I can be an excellent defensive consultant.
consider yourself hired by Ref the District here. 4th and 2. Dabble
Are they going
gonna
for it?
go for it.
They're in no
Offense
man's
is out
land, they
there,
are.
so yeah. The
But don't
Giants.
sit back with 4 rushers. Don't sit back. Attack him.
Saquon Barkley back in. I had a feeling that was going to be the case if Saquon goes. So the
3,
snap is
2,
too slow. 1-0.
0. Slowest clock.
And there we
operator.
go. There we go. That is going to be the flag. You got to throw it. Danny DeVito panicking, trying to get his line. And like I said, the offense is on a silent snap.
They gave him the timeout.
Dabble's going to get that timeout. So I'll have to adjust the board here.
Now they might punt it. No,
I think, are they in field goal range? I think they're going to go for
field
it.
goal. Yeah, I think they're still going to go for it. But listen, don't sit back, man. Don't sit back on this. I'm not saying this is what you do against every offense, but against this offense, that's what you do. You got to attack, and not sit there and let him find guys.
Yeah, Danny DeVito, like I said, was panicking. They're trying to get that ball snapped away. They're in this silent offense. So you'll see 67 here looking back. DeVito raises his leg. They tap the shoulder. DeVito looking to pass here on 4th and short. Going to be under pressure. David Mayo almost gets there. Here's the pass away. And as long as there's no penalty, this is going to be Washington ball. But there was another player on the ground.
It might have been Butler again. But Mayo missed his chance for his 3rd sack
Emmanuel
of the game.
Forbes down.
Oh, now it's Forbes. But they did stop him. The important part is they stopped him on the 4th down. Forbes is down now. So what have we had? We've had Obata. Sam Howell got looked at, but he was fine. Butler. And then now Forbes.
Butler did come back in.
Yeah, Butler did come back, but I'm just saying. And Forbes may as well. But
Forbes looked noticeably in pain. And it's weird because when that ball flew into the sidelines and you had that overhead shot, I didn't see anyone near Forbes.
He was already on the ground.
He was already on the ground. Non-contact injuries are always scary.
Yeah.
Like those are the ones. If it's contact, like sometimes it's just like,
you can
hey,
explain it, right? Yeah.
Or this is a bruise or got the wind knocked out of them or something like that. When they go down without anybody touching them, though, that's usually something that's not good. Yeah, Brandon, they shot pressure. Mayo almost getting home for his 3rd sack.
Yeah, he's already got 2.
Almost got his 3rd sack there. Yeah, should have. He was laughing it up with his teammates that he missed that one, but DeVito under pressure ends up throwing that one away. Washington gets the ball. So I'm thankful I don't have to update the scoreboard on that one because it looked like the Giants, maybe if they would have gone for the field goal, probably up 10-3 right now. But now Washington's going to have the ball, and we'll see what they can do with
May I say my weekly thing? I say this every week. It's not rocket science. Tommy DeVito can't beat you. So just pressure him. Just pressure. Force him to beat you. If he beats you with pressure, then maybe back off. But the pressure is getting to him, obviously.
Yeah, Doug, we definitely would have liked to have that 10 to 15 yards from that sack. That would have been a nice boost.
Yeah.
And it also is an emotional thing, right? Like when you get the sack, like getting the ball back is good, but like when you get the ball back because you took the man down, then you're gonna have a lot more excitement
bouncing out there and everything. All right, we gotta watch Forbes. Is Barkley?
Oh, Forbes gets stepped on by Cam Curl, it looks like.
Oh, see, that's a great. I was watching Barkley, not Forbes. Barkley cooked Jamin Davis again, but DeVito didn't have the time to set up and throw it to him and see that he was available because of the pressure.
Bates goes in motion to the right side. We are under center with Sam Howell. That Brian Robinson's gonna it's hard to take down as Lawrence had Brian Robinson in the backfield and he still gets there. As the Lions tie up the Bears. The fact that the Lions were down to the Bears at all.
Right.
Surprising.
Washington has got to go into halftime with the lead. They have to. In
Well, there's-
60 games for Washington, in the Ron Rivera era, they've been ahead at halftime 18 times.
Oof. Down 7-3 here, 9:35 to go. Sam Howell looking to pass, has time, gets this one up across the middle, almost intercepted again.
How did you get way ahead of me?
I don't know. But this
I mean,
one
you're
here,
way ahead of me.
Pinnock,
Give me clock.
30 seconds on the play clock
Oh.
for a third down. And this is just an ugly ball. Looking for Terry McLaurin.
I mean, that should have been
And
big.
Pinnock, this shows exactly why he is a defensive player and not an offensive player, because
Give it
that
to
was in the breadbasket here. 14 seconds on the play clock, 11 seconds on the play clock, 10 seconds on the play clock. Sam Howell in shotgun, 5 seconds. Ball snapped at 6 seconds. So Sam Howell looking to pass. Sam Howell going to be under pressure and thrown down by his helmet.
Nah, he's thrown by his shoulder pads. Yeah, not learning anything. Not learning anything. Not learning anything.
So that's the reverse of what we were talking about, right? You get the sack and your defense. Yeah, we'll say that was the shoulder pads, I guess. First sack of the day for the Giants. Tressway out here. Snap is fine. Punt is away. Cheeseman's snaps have been a problem. This is not a great punt. As it gets to the 30, it has some return ability. And the Giants will be starting from their own 36, 37 yard line here.
That was not a good offensive series. Again, what is that? 2 straight 2-and-outs?
3-and-outs.
What did I say? 2-and-outs?
Yeah.
3-and-outs. I mean,
that's a really bad offense if you're going 2-and-out.
that's true. So let's see. What do we do? 3-and-out, 3-and-out. Yeah. So we had 9 plays for 70 yards and the field goal. Then we've had 3-and-out, 3-and-out. And that should have been a 2-and-out. That should have been an interception.
Yeah, very lucky. That was just a bad throw. Yeah, Metaphor, I thought that it was originally, looking back at it. He might have ended up having the back of his helmet at some point, but not. It wasn't the face mask I thought. He did get up here to start with, and then as he was going around, I think he did grab a little bit of the helmet, but not good, guys. Not good.
No, this is not going very well in the first half. Not anywhere we expected.
Giants scoring their touchdown off of a fumble from Logan Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
The Washington offense having only one drive that's been sustained, and it's come off of a couple big plays rather than actual movement of the ball. Lots and lots of trouble. 2 turnovers already here in the first half. Washington, again, playing to the level of the Giants. They're not a good team. Why? I know we're not a good team either. Okay. I know Washington's not a good team, but goodness gracious, something's got to change here.
DeVito is 10 of 13 for 125 yards in the first half. I think last week he had under 80 total yards passing.
He did. I think we have an over-under on him, do we not?
Yeah, probably. I'm sure I'm on the wrong end of it too. Let's see. But no, it's on Howell. We had 275 on Howell, 275 plus. Washington running back 8+ targets, not backs, back 8+ targets. Nathan, why are you muted? Are you muted, or you just weren't talking? No, you're definitely muted, Nathan. Hey, Nathan, you're muted. Where am I going? All right, who's not here? Nathan is talking yet. It's knocked down by KJ Henry on the quick out, but Nathan can't hear me, and he's okay. You guys tell us, who do you hear, Nathan or Stoner? Because I don't hear him.
I am muted.
Oh,
and now
I was asking everybody
now
why
muted. I'm not sure what's going on here anymore.
You can't hear me, Nathan?
I see some motion.
Okay, now can you hear Nathan?
There we go.
Now we're
It's
saying
probably
nothing?
all on my end. It's probably all on my end. I had muted myself to cough, mention a little under the weather, and I didn't unmute myself, and then I hit the solo button, so I can't actually hear anything other than myself. So it's just been just dandy.
Well, undo the solo because now they can't hear me.
No, you can hear both.
Okay, you can hear me now because they weren't hearing me.
Yeah. Loved this.
All right,
This is
we're
great.
back to normal.
This is the kind of joking I love here. Nathan made a mute point. Thanks a
Third
lot,
and 9
Grandma,
again.
for that one. 3rd and 9. Defense got to show up big. Let's get a turnover here. DeVito back to
Blitz.
pass. Gets this
Well,
one
it
to
got
a
picked up
wide open wide receiver. Robinson there getting a
That
first
time
down for the Giants.
That time the blitz got picked up nicely by the Giants offensive line, which gave him time to find the receiver. So I get it. That's one it didn't work, but that's all right. I mean, Tommy DeVito's looking good, man. He's looking pretty good out here so far.
I still don't think we're watching the same game here. I think he's looking okay. He has a lot of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So DeVito back to pass, quick pass out. This one's going to be caught. That was Jalen Hyatt. Johnson tagging him down, but 7 yards off of this first down throw here.
So it looks like Forbes is not back in the game because Danny Johnson is in there.
Yeah. Last week, 86 yards on the day, 184 or 85 right now. He's almost, or he he's almost doubled up his total from last week. 2nd and 3 coming up here in Washington territory. Handoff to Saquon Barkley. He's going to push his way forward and going to be just shy of the first down marker.
Oh, no, they'll give it to him. They'll give it to him.
You think so?
Where's the line judge? Isn't he supposed to be coming running in? Where was he? Is he snoozing? I'm going to start lashing out here pretty soon, Nathan. It's getting to lashing out time. It's getting close.
If we don't end this one on a turnover and downs, interception, fumble recovery, it's time for a wardrobe change. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Yeah. On this series?
Yep, it's going to happen here on 3rd and 1. Under center is DeVito in motion. Fakes the handoff to Saquon, looking to pass. Passes it up. Play action leaves a wide open Slayton, who's crying out loud.
Unbelievable!
Slayton in for the New York Giants touchdown as the defense sucks. I'm just going to say it just plainly. The defense is trash. Washington once again finds itself down. Well, will be down here by 14. What is this? Percy Butler and Danny Johnson follow one person, and it just leaves a wide open Slayton. Kick is good. 14 points now from this Giants offense that has failed to produce anything of merit all season long. The worst scoring team in the league.
They average 11.8 points per game, and they've got 14 already.
And, okay, I know it's going to happen, Stoner, so I'm going to cut it off a little bit right now. A lot of people are going to be like, well, what's Jack supposed to do? The players didn't execute. It is the job of the defensive coordinator to make sure his players know how to execute the plays. Do not give me that Jack Del Rio there's no excuse for Jack Del Rio's defense here. If they can't play, if they can't get ready to play against the New York Giants, who, as Stoner mentioned, only score 11 points per game, you cannot coach defense in the NFL. You cannot do it. Don't get the players are not great. And I'm not excusing Danny Johnson and Percy Butler both trailing the same guy and then a whiff on a tackle. So I'm not excusing that. That's bad. And they should absolutely feel bad for allowing that as the kickoff goes into the end zone. Washington will start another drive at the 25-yard line. But Jack Del Rio does not get this defense prepared And we were so excited there in the first quarter, Stoner. 5 sacks, first team to do that since 2006. And we're seeing some great plays and stuff. They've put up 14 points on you in the first half. They could barely score 14 points in 4 quarters against any other team. Sam Howell hands this one off to Brian Robinson, who bounces this one to the right side, stays upright, going to pick up 4, maybe 5 yards, depending on how generous they are. Oh. No, Tommy, I fully agree. The offense is been abysmal. This defense from the Giants is not a good defense. The Giants, period, is not a good team. And somehow they're beating you in all 3 phases of the game. Even special teams has been awful. Sam Howell under center on a 2nd and 6. Brian Robinson's going to take this one to the outside on the right. He's going to fight his way through. And it looks like he picks up a first down here. I'll wait for the indication. Yeah, Brian Robinson asked him.
Wiley grabbed the guy. I mean, we caught another break there.
That is a Washington. First down. That was a first down rush. You got to give him credit, Stoner. It's a running first down. Where's the excitement? Where's the excitement? I get the team's down bad 14-3 to a bad New York Giants team. There's 4:42 here.
How was that not?
Sam Howell in shotgun, quick pass out. Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's going to catch this one. We'll pick up about 6 on this, setting up a 2nd and 4.
That's better.
8. Apparently, my eyes need adjusting. I did go see an optometrist, and eyes checked out 2020, but sometimes you can't trust that yellow line, I guess.
Who is this, Nathan? Who is that?
Mr. Mansion. Wow, EB is. What did I say? We're going to see a run for another Washington. Ba-da-da-ba-bam! First down.
You just like calling him McMansion.
Do I?
Yeah.
It's not. It's Mr. Mansion.
Yeah. It was just funny because you were like, you
I
kept
said
saying McMansion, and I said Mr. Mansion. You said, I get it, McMansion. I was just like, okay, guess he's going to be McMansion from now on. You got to change your name.
I do always. I like giving our guests here, our commentators, some nicknames. It's a delayed handoff. This is to Chris Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez is pounding his way forward, and he picks up 8-9 yards on this run here. So now we're seeing some Chris Rodriguez. So this is why you don't pay me the big bucks, because I said we're going to see more of Gore than we're going to see of Rodriguez, and so far it hasn't been the case. As we're seeing a lot more runs, we're seeing a lot of
rocket
runs.
Science, Nathan. I mean, Danny DeVito's cousin can't throw touchdowns all day if Washington's offense is out on the field longer.
Bates in motion in that little halfback roll. This is going to be a fake to Brian Robinson. Sam Howell is going to get up, gets this one away to Bates for a first down, and gets the ball moving. So that is a Washington. First down. This is what I was talking about, Stoner. A sustained drive. We needed to see this from this offense.
Absolutely. And is it coincidence that these are quick passes and runs? It's not a coincidence.
Not a quinkydink.
Stop dropping him back time after time after time. Those deep drops, quick throws.
Jahan Dotson in motion down to the right. Brian Robinson is going to take the delayed handoff. He's going to bounce this one to the left. Bounces it again. He's going to go forward. He's going to hit the first guy for another Washington. First down.
2-minute warning. I'm going to take a bio break.
We do have the 2-minute warning. Don't sleep on Washington as they are driving down the ball.
Don't Sleep Energy is a proud sponsor of Ref the District. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com. Don't Sleep makes you great.
TJ, I'm going to assume you mean this is the last time we're gonna see the run aspect, and not the last time we're gonna see Washington drive down the ball. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, TJ. Gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. It might be the only drive all game. It's probably gonna be the only drive all game. We're going to have more rushes than passes. But I don't think this will be the last drive Washington shows they can drive down the ball. This Giants defense is bad, and I think this Washington offense is mid. I think they can do better. Yeah. So TJ, I was right. I'm glad. See, this is why I gave you the benefit of the doubt. I know TJ. I know. So yeah, this is not good here. Commandalorian, the Brian Robinson is playing PO'd, man. He is. He's running angry. Love to see it. Not just because he's starting on the fantasy.
9 for 44. He's averaging just under 5 yards a carry.
Stoner, I hit it earlier in the game. You want to hit it now?
Run the ball.
It's so weird the censor button works so well.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So
Rodriguez 2 for 13. So they've run it 13 for 65. So they've been successful. Now you can say, well, they've been successful running the ball, but they've only got 3 points. Well, don't turn the damn ball over.
Yeah, 2 turnovers is the tail of the game right now. I know one of those they didn't score.
But also the last 2 drives prior to this, the Commanders went 3 and out, and put the defense right back out there.
Giants, the worst in the NFL in the final 2 minutes of the half, allowing 37 points. This ball is at the 25-yard line of the Giants. Sam Howell under center. He is rolling out. He's going to get this one away to Brian Robinson, who stays in bounds and works his way forward. He's going to pick up 6, maybe 7 yards on this one.
Nice job. I mean,
I love the design of that. That was nice.
This
under
is
center.
Offense.
Lots of motion. Yeah, lots of motion. You had Terry McLaurin back there looking like he was going to get a pitch. You had another person who looked like they were going to go out for a screen on the left-hand side, and Sam Howell leaks out to the right and gets it to Brian Robinson for 6 yards.
I actually wanted him to stay in bounds on that. Keep that clock going. We don't want to give the ball back.
Oh, I guess they hit him out of bounds. Yeah. So 5 seconds on the play clock. Sam Howell takes the snap from shotgun, looking deep. He's going to get pressured out. He gets away from the pressure, throws this up into the end zone and out of the field of play as he was just trying to avoid the negative play. Thibodeau with the pressure.
They're rushing 3 guys, maybe 4 guys. Okay, they rushed 4 guys.
Yeah, Thibodeau working around from that right side, kind of just stays back, and then pushes through the middle after the defenders on that or the blockers on that side were taken out.
I felt Howell gave up on that play a little too quick after he got outside the pocket. But
3rd and 4. Sam Howell looking, gets it across the middle. That's Terry McLaurin who gets rocked, but does pick up a Washington. First down.
Nice job by Howell there. I was getting scared. I was definitely getting scared that something bad was going to happen, but I think now the Giants are going to start using their timeouts. Yep. Second timeout for the Giants.
Second timeout for the Giants. Hibiscus in here with a great concept here. How about let's see what we're going to do here from this 1st and goal situation here. You can either type what you think is going to happen or you can hit the Hibiscus way of chatting here. We're going to take out that timeout for the Giants. And 1st and goal for Washington. I'm expecting a touchdown here sometime before the end of the half here.
Now, this is a different situation than earlier in the game. This is something that you will probably go for it on 4th down if you get to that point.
Hey, Daniel, you're right. Wardrobe change worked. I spiked that hoodie and it worked. I did it after that touchdown. Sam Howell under center, hands this off to Brian Robinson, bounces it around the left. If he can stay upright, that would be a touchdown, but he's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Oh man, we've seen him get away from those little tackles before. So Giants use their last timeout.
All right. So 2nd and goal now from about, what is that, about 7 or 8 yard line?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Does it change? Because Michael's with you. Definitely 4 down territory. Does it change if it's like last time on 3rd down, you don't get positive yards? Do you just take the field goal? You get the ball back
possibly, yeah.
by the way. You get the ball back after that. So I think it really matters.
7. They're at the 7. So if they don't get close to the 1 yard line, then yeah, maybe you do. It just depends. Let's see what happens. I think they're scoring on this play. Watch for McLaurin.
2nd and goal, McLaurin in motion. Gonna set up that little triangle between Samuel. Roll out. Sam Howell stopping. He's now going to run up. He's got wide open space in front of him. He dives in here, and that gets a Washington touchdown. You got to call that, right? That's a touchdown.
And a flag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Samuel,
that's probably on Leno.
There's going to be some extracurriculars here as Sam Howell's on the ground. Yeah, there's going to be some ejections because that was a late hit on Sam Howell. Wiley now getting in late.
Howell's hurt. Howell's hurt
on the ground. Brian Robinson's with Sam Howell over there.
Howell's hurt
on the pylon. Helmets are off.
Yeah, there might be some ejections here.
But there was a big fight that happened after this. This is going to be a late hit. It's going to be a touchdown. It's going to be a late hit, and then there's going to be somebody who's going to get ejected because, like you said, punches thrown. Sam Howell's walking up on his own accord.
There's going to be penalties on both sides, so they're going to offset. But did they blow the whistle? How did the Giants know to stop playing?
Yeah, he crosses the goal line, so that's the touchdown call there.
So she's
blowing the whistle.
Is she blowing the whistle? I mean, she's calling it, so you assume she's blowing the whistle.
Yeah. Yeah, McKinney is the one who throws Sam Howell down after the touchdown.
Yeah. And Leno came in, and I thought Leno definitely going to get a penalty. And then all hell broke loose. All I was doing was staring at Sam Howell laying on the ground.
So right now it's called a touchdown. I do believe all the penalties are happening after. So Sam Howell's going into the blue tent. If that's a concussion, we're going to see Jacoby Brissett.
It looked like left shoulder.
Okay.
That's what it looked like to me. But we got to, I mean, the penalties are going to offset, I think. I don't think we're going to see anything crazy.
So
I think that's left shoulder.
McKinney with the late push there is going to provoke Curtis Samuel, who jumps. And that's Charles Leno, who just jumps over his QB to go lay the smackdown. Curtis Samuel is also already pushing because that was just completely uncalled for. So Washington's touchdown looks like it's going to stand, and then we'll see what happens with the rest of this.
You're definitely going to see offsetting, but I think you're right. It's going to be after the touchdown.
Are they going to eject anybody? So touchdown is called after the play. Personal foul. That's against Giants. All right. Personal foul. This is against Washington. Both players ejected.
Wow. I didn't catch the numbers, though. You think it's going to be Leno?
If it's Charles Leno, we're going to see some Cornelius Lucas here. So
I think
Cordell and then
I think it's Samuel.
Charles Leno.
I don't know. I saw the referee go up to Rivera and go like this, 4, as in Samuel. I mean, they haven't shown any of the aftermath yet. Why don't you not show the aftermath? They just show Sam Howell. Okay, now show what happened in the corner there and who got ejected and why.
So MPR. So that was a Sam Howell scramble for a touchdown.
See, watch Samuel.
Oh, so there's the punch thrown. That's why he's getting ejected. So yeah, that's 2 punches thrown by number 28.
Yeah, it's gonna be Samuel.
Yeah, so we're thinking Curtis Samuel. The rest of the scuffle was
yeah.
Oh, McKinney is just absolutely grabbing. Look how many people are on Charles Leno. I love Wiley coming in super late to this, by the way, and he just like starts smacking people.
This is where you need Nick Gates.
Oh yeah, Nick Gates, man.
Nick
He's
Gates
a bruiser. Bring him in on the extra point, and let him get booted. Let him just sit Lawrence on his behind and just sit on him or something.
Trev shared a post with us and said, the Giants have scored 4 first half touchdowns all year, all season, in 11 games, all against Washington.
That's rough. That is not good.
Go for 2?
No. Right?
Okay, I'm just asking.
You can't, right?
No, I don't think you do, but I was just.
Arms aren't crossed for Ron Rivera here, so let's give him credit. If it looked like he was about to pull his arms out and cross them here. Joey Sly setting up for the extra point.
Jacoby Brissett is warming up.
Oh no, he whiffed this bad.
It's all right.
I didn't see the snap, Stoner. I didn't see the snap here, so I'm not sure.
Okay, now let's see. Yeah, see, it's going to be.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even McKinney that got thrown out.
Yeah, it was Flott, who you see him and Curtis Samuel going after each other, and Slott's swinging. He's straight swinging, so that's why Flott's leaving.
I didn't see Samuel throw a punch.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Somebody ripped his helmet off. Yeah, snap was fine.
Snap looked fine. This was just whiffed by Joey Sly is a man of the people. Okay, he was just trying to give a fan a souvenir.
F Joey Sly, I'm over him.
Yeah, you're the one who said Washington shouldn't have given up Hopkins. Sam Howell looking at the iPad on the sideline, so I think we'll be fine. Sam Howell's going to come back in after Washington gets a 3-and-out. So
a fan got ejected for throwing something onto the field.
Yep, can't do that, folks. You can't do that. That's a player safety thing. You just can't. Joey Sly setting to kick this one away here. He can doink one from 50. This is a squib kick that's going to go into the end zone.
Unpopular opinion. I think Sam Howell is trying to sell that to get somebody thrown out.
The salute to service over at the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center. I spent a lot of time in that hospital, so it's good to see the team come out there and support our military.
This is 2 straight weeks Washington's had a player ejected. Here we go.
DeVito getting his pass out. Quick pass to Hodgins. About 5 yards, runs out of bounds. 1:29 left here to go in the half. Washington needing to get at least a stop here. They get the ball back in the third quarter.
Forbes back in the game.
KJ Henry down on the right side of the line. That's Casey Toohill up on the left. Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen in the center. 4-man rush. DeVito does get some time. The late pressure coming in. This is going to be another sack. Choo, choo.
Time out.
See if Ron agrees. The clock is stopped. It does look like Washington's going to use one of their timeouts as it's 3rd down now.
I'm trying to find out who got thrown out. Oh, it was Flott.
Yeah, Flott, absolutely. That one was a Gus saying it's an unpopular opinion and a wrong one, Stoner.
I've already forgotten what my opinion was. Oh, that Howell was faking.
That's not great talk here, Skip. Please
Come
say
on,
Sam's hurt for 6 weeks so we have a fresh QB next year with a new offensive coordinator. Nah.
Why do you want to try and find another quarterback? You got one already.
No. He's saying that Sam Howell gets rested and then stops playing in this offense here. 3rd and 12. DeVito
comes blitz.
as time gets this one away. This one is dropped. Fuller in coverage, no penalty. As Slayton is rocked, he had 4 Washington players in on him. Quan Martin celebrating. Let's see what happens here. So, he just doesn't cleanly get this, and then Martin comes in and wrecks his backside.
And Fuller. Nice job.
Yeah, good job by the two of them to make this one incomplete. Quan Martin celebrating that big hit, and Slayton is banged up, holding his right arm, and I know that back can't feel good.
Here's the punt.
Fair caught. There we go. Jameson Crowder fair catches this one around the 40-yard line of Washington's. 110, and Washington only had to use 1 timeout.
Yep. Still got 2 timeouts, 110. Great field position. Sam's fine. Here we go. You got to score here. You got to score a touchdown here. Then you take momentum into halftime, and then you come out in the third quarter and you score, and you just start kicking their ass all over the place.
Here we go. 14-9. Washington looking to score here with 1:10 left to go in this half. You get the ball back in the third quarter to start the third quarter here. So Sam Howell in shotgun. Curtis Samuel is next to him, is it? No, that's Brian Robinson. Quick pass out to Pringle. Pringle has to get through McKinney. He's not going to do it. He's going to get pushed down. That's going to set up
either hurry up, get out of his face, or call a timeout.
I'm not sure what Pringle's trying to do here. As I love how Banks gives up on that play.
She didn't blow her whistle.
And that's a sack. Thibodeau getting a sack on Sam Howell. They were re-showing the play, come back, and it just happened bang, bang. Sam Howell getting taken down 35 seconds. It looks like Washington maybe took a timeout here as the clock stopped.
Yeah.
Kind of not sure why you're going to take that timeout. As
you
it's
gotta go for it.
Third down.
Yeah. Absolutely.
3rd and 20.
Go for it. What are we doing here? Of course.
Are we going to see the screen? The delayed handoff. What's your favorite 3rd and 20 play, Stoner?
A touchdown.
We have seen a couple of those. Let's see if we'll see one here as Eric Bieniemy's got 2 sheets flapping against his face here. Wonder how many plays he's got for 3rd and 20. 35 seconds in here. I like that. If we get a touchdown here, Eric Bieniemy's new middle name is Maverick, as Jahan Dotson staying in bounds.
Yeah, that's okay too. Just run it out.
That's now what it looks like they're going to do here. I'm going to give the 7-7-5-6 JoJo. Washington gonna just run this one out here. So why take the timeout again?
Well, yeah.
Why take the timeout? I don't get the clock management here from Ron Rivera.
Come on, Nathan. If he didn't do it, you'd be killing him for not trying. Saying for giving up.
I don't like it. Well, it looks like Eric's new name isn't going to be Maverick, as no touchdown was scored. Washington going into halftime down, but we'll get the ball back. And I tell you what, this is a team that everyone keeps telling us every year, Stoner, or every game. They just tell us we need to make sure this one gets pinned here, by the way. I'll let you handle that one. Thanks there, 7765. He's not going to be Maverick, but he did put down the 6 points.
Okay.
He did put the $6 down. So if you want to change what's pinned, you got to put in more than $6. We do appreciate the super chat. Polo, Ron just ain't it. Patriot clips because EB is inept. It just is a weird thing to do. If you're gonna Stoner, so here's my point. If you were just trying to hey, let's see if we can't get it on some kind of desperation play. Why not run it down till there's 1 second and then, just play that last play? Okay. Instead, they take a timeout. They tell their player just stay in bounds. At least I hope that's what happened, because Jahan Dotson just absolutely sat down on that one. and then they run this one out. Maybe they told him, if you can't get the first down, get tackled inbounds.
Right.
But even then, I mean, yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Yeah, no way that this is going to happen, Gus. But maybe you just you turn off his headset, and you give somebody else a headset and have them call plays. You just don't tell them. It's like a toddler. If you're a parent and you want to play some video games, you just give a kid the controller and just, as you play the game and they think that they're doing something. It's perfect. It's perfect. That's what you do to Jack Del Rio.
I don't know how to pin it.
You don't know how to pin it? Oh man.
I mean, I'm there to the point of pinning it, but it won't do it. It doesn't give me the option.
We'll figure out how that works at another time. But we do appreciate the super chat. We'll just have to mention it a couple times there. Tommy T, I thought Sam was him.
Okay.
How to respond to this? Tommy T, not a howler, not loving Sam Howell.
Half of a game does not take that away.
Yeah, I will say he's not had a good half. He's not had a good half.
He hasn't been good.
He's had a lot. He's had one interception, had what should have been an interception. Actually, I think he's probably at this point had 3 turnover-worthy plays, as they like to call them. And so he's taken sacks again. Someone had the sack counter up there, but it's just not good enough, right? And I do think Sam Howell has shown us that he can absolutely play. So giving Sam credit and EB getting the same credit, I agree with you here, Tommy. When one is successful, the other is successful.
Sure.
And then when one is not successful, both of them aren't successful. All right. So if you're going to, I think that too many people are like, Sam Howell's great, but EB is not. No, Sam Howell is doing great because of Eric Bieniemy. And likewise, when the offense isn't working, it's largely because Sam Howell is part of the reason. But also Eric Bieniemy's not doing him any favors when you do 5-7 stop drops and you have Kayvon Thibodeau wreaking havoc, Wink Martindale showing up Eric Bieniemy right now. I mean, that's point blank. Man. You put up 9 points against this Giants defense that's awful. By the way, now 43 points that the Giants have allowed in the end of the second quarter with 2 minutes.
That's right. Got to add those 6.
Only 6 those points. Only 6 because Joey Sly can't get a field goal. Oh my goodness. He can't do that. Well, sorry, you took 1 bio break. I'm going to take 1 bio break.
All right.
So you can answer the questions here. And when I come back, let's see if we have any good ones.
Okay. Very good. I'm going to do that. I'm trying to figure out how to pin that one. Sorry that I haven't been successful in pinning that super chat. I don't know why I can't, but all right, let's go. Let's talk about real quick. Let's go through the stats, eh? So in the first half, Washington threw the ball 18 times, ran the ball 15 times. They were successful running the ball, 15 for 72. That's 4.8 yards per carry. That includes Sam Howell's 2 rushes for 16 yards. Take that away. They still ran the ball 13 times for, everybody still here? Whoa. I just, something's going on. Symantec blocked when I was looking at the stats. Whew, it's been a crazy day today, man. We've had some computer issues, all kinds of stuff, but hey, I can't do the stats. All of a sudden it got blocked. ESPN got blocked as a bad site or something. All right. Eric Kirchin. Pew, 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 pew. I don't have that on my thing. Nathan's got it on his. So appreciate you, Eric. If you got a specific questions that you want to ask, we will go right to it. But let's ask some of these questions. We appreciate you, Eric. We appreciate everybody. Make sure you all hit that like button. We were trying to get to 200 by halftime. We're at 158. So not bad, but if you guys can hit that like button. All right. Let's talk about some of these. Odds DeVito ends up with over 400 yards passing. Well, give me 1 second and see if ESPN will come back up for me here. Yeah, I don't. That was really weird. I got a thing on there that said it was a bad site. So box score. Let's go back to the box score. So Tommy DeVito is at 189 yards passing. I don't think that's going to happen, that he's going to get to 400 yards. Ronell says, y'all had years of Turner not giving us anything, but y'all crying about EB at least giving us red zone action or even touchdowns. People be killing me. Yeah, let's not get too carried away with EB's play calling. It's been a little bit better this time, but they haven't been able to score as much as they've wanted to. Let's see. Nicholas is saying that Chris Rodriguez has looked good in his short spells that he's been out there. He definitely has. Without Howell's stats, Washington has run 13 for 56 yards. So they've run the ball well. Sam is 13 of 18 for 115 yards and the one interception, and he's been sacked twice. He hasn't been terrible. The offense hasn't been great. They've only scored 9 points. He hasn't been terrible. And of course, on the other side, the Giants have rushed the ball 3 times. I mean, 3 different guys, 8 times for a total of 0 yards. But of course, DeVito is 14 of 19 for 189 and 2 touchdowns, but he's been sacked 6 times now. And of course, the big story in the first half, I think, very simple. The 2 turnovers for Washington early when they easily could have scored. And the score would be a whole lot different if Washington did not have those 2 turnovers. But they did, and here we are.
Can't take them away. I'm sure that you've given a shout out here, but I'll give another shout out for the
I did that manually.
Donation. Yep.
I said do because I don't have that one.
So.
Yeah, I'm still trying to. I got my ESPN site, as I was reading off stats, all of a sudden, like, it got like a malicious site block on it. I was like, what is going on today? These black jerseys are cursed, Gus. They are cursed. What is going on? So I'm going to get out of, I've got gray on. I'm going to get out of gray just because it's too close to black. You should be changing too and get out of black. Let's just get out of black.
I already did one wardrobe change and we scored a touchdown. We haven't had a reason to do a second wardrobe change for me.
Did you not see the last drive for Washington?
I got very, very upset with the clock management there. If you're going to go for it, go for it. If you're not going to go for it, don't go for it. Don't do this in between garbage that they did. Sam Howell took the snap, or took a sack. You either then decide, okay, we're just going to go into the halftime, or you wait till the clock is down low enough where you know this is going to be the only play. You don't sit there and do this half-reared, we'll take a timeout, but then we're going to throw a short pass and tell Jahan Dotson sit.
Yeah.
Like, that's a dumb thing to do.
But Nathan, you have to agree the other options are dumb as well. If you don't take a timeout, you're going to get criticized for not trying. And then if you do take a timeout and you throw it deep and you don't get it, and they get the ball back.
You don't have to throw deep. You don't have to throw deep. You can do the same short pass to Jahan Dotson, but do it when there's 5 seconds on the clock. Not when there's time if the play doesn't go your way, that now all of a sudden, like you said, you throw it. If they take that timeout, they throw it deep and they leave 20 seconds on for the Giants. The Giants are going to sit there and try to pick up a field goal off that.
Right.
So what you do is you let the time go down to 5 seconds, make it a last desperation, either short pass and try to run the field, or which is just
give up.
Padding.
That's giving up.
They gave up.
Well, they dropped him back, and at least maybe if there was something wide open, then they take it. But there wasn't anything wide open. But you're saying they should have just let the clock go and give up on it. I say at least give it a chance, and when you drop back and you don't see anything, then you dump it to Jahan, and you make the safe play.
And I'm saying you do that, but you do that at 5 seconds, not
that's
25
giving up,
seconds.
You're giving up by letting the
Their
clock run all the
whole
way down.
plan was to give up, Stoner.
No, it wasn't.
Their
plan was to drop back and get a play, but nothing was there. So I'm going to dump it and make sure that
this
clock
this
runs.
face is probably going to be on the IR, the instant reaction thumb and promo. Okay, I'm just going to look like this. Like really, come on. They've given up. Oh man, this team, man.
I know, man. It's 14-9 against the worst team in football. You're losing, not winning 14-9.
This is a team, as Commandalorian pointed out, that loss. Commandees has pointed out, got blew out by the Raiders.
Yeah,
Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell, man. And here we have Eric Bieniemy. We have him and Sam Himmel. 9 points in the first half. Danny DeVito, okay. Danny DeVito's cousin, Tommy DeVito. It's not looking like Tom Brady. We can go ahead and stop with that. All right. But he has definitely looked like a competent QB, which is something he has not necessarily looked like coming into this game. The Giants, 11 points per game on the season, has 14 points. Trev with the hat tip on the stat. I'm not sure where he got it from, Stoner, but Trev sent it to us. Giants have scored 4 first half touchdowns all season long. All 4 against Washington. Why can we not play against this team like we've seen them play against other teams? How can they fight against the Philadelphia Eagles, home and away, against one of the best teams in the NFC? They are in a dogfight with them, and here they're getting their butt spanked. And I'm going to say it's a butt spanking, even though it's 14-9 and they have a chance to be up right now. The two teams look so different right now. I bet you half of the Giants fans base can't even name like 7 of their players on either side of the ball with how many injuries they've had, as Pringle's going to take this one out from the Commander's line. He does get a good burst here. He's going to stay upright, and he's going to get, that ball's on the ground. Please, for love of God. Giants definitely have this. There might be a clear recovery, might not be. Washington looks like they might be on the ball now, but the white hat's going to point in the Giants' direction.
Was he down?
I think that when he first recovered, the Giants player was absolutely already down.
I mean, they got it. That's not even a question. Was he down though?
Why? Pringle working his way up, looked like a pretty good coverage here. His wrist was down, maybe?
No, wrist doesn't count.
Wrist will count. Hand does not. The wrist will absolutely count as being down.
I got to change my shirt.
Yeah, that's a clear recovery by the Giants if this fumble stands. His wrist is down. I don't know that this. I just don't know if this is it clear enough, Stoner. And Stoner's away now. I'm too busy focused on the game here. Is that clear enough? So Giants, this is going to stand as the third turnover for Washington. And DeVito's out here. So it looks like he empty backfield, and Casey Toohill's going to get his first sack. Chew
effing chew.
Oh my goodness. Empty backfield. I'm not even sure what the Giants have called here, because it looks like maybe it was set up for be a screen, but
yeah.
DeVito looks up and he's just like, maybe not the play we called.
You go into halftime and you talk about everything, you get all ready, and the offense can come out, and then you fumble the kickoff.
2nd and 17 now for the Giants. Snap is away. DeVito looking to his left. Gets this one away, looking deep. Forbes in coverage. This one's going to fall incomplete, and Forbes does his little birdie flutter thing. I'm not even sure what that is. What is
Right
this?
now, I don't know, but I don't care. I
It's
don't need
third
to
and
hear your
long.
made up sideline report.
Shannon Spake gonna be grilled for both Aaron Andrews and oh man, a spacing on the other name. Carissa Thompson and the fake sideline reports. I can live without the sideline reports. But it's 3rd and 17, empty backfield. Vito looking to his left. Look, now he's going to get taken down again. 2-2. Jonathan Allen gets in there for a sack.
What is that? 8? 8 sacks now for Washington?
8 sacks now here with 13:50 and counting in the third quarter left. So Washington's going to end up with double-digit sacks.
It's crazy that they have 8 sacks. That if Washington had given up 8 sacks, we'd be losing our mind. And yet the Giants still have 14 points.
It is going to be a punt. We're going to see fair caught right around the 8-yard line. And I guess you have to fair catch at that point.
Yeah.
But nobody was around him that time. He has been gutsy on some of these other plays.
Mm-hmm.
That time he was just like, I'm just going to fair catch this one. We'll get this offense out there. Man alive. 3 turnovers. Only 7 points off of those 3 turnovers, mind you. But still,
that was
3
like
turnovers.
What game was that where they got out turnovered but still won the game? It was one of the first 2 games. Either it was the Arizona game.
I want to say it was Arizona.
Turnovers and still won. They were like a -2 or something in the turnovers and still won the game. So it is possible, but it's just not. It's not conducive to win.
That's what we're saying. Yeah, Liliana here. 8 sacks and we're still losing. And it just feels different, right? It just feels yucky. Like it's just like 8 sacks, but it doesn't feel like even without those turnovers, we'd be up. We just feel like we're just not a great team today. Shout out here to Edmund. $2 super chat. We appreciate
you, Edmund.
Off to another world, making the smart decision, staying home. Not really. If you're a Washington fan, get out there. I mean, I know it's expensive. You had tickets. I mean, that's your money.
Had them.
I mean, he's not paying. Off to another world's not paying for $16 for a beer at least. $20 for a hamburger.
I guess you can't pin super chats.
That's rough.
I could put something up, type something and say or talk about it, but not the actual super chat.
We'll have to figure that out. That's my fault for preemptively doing that. But we do have still pinned here. How about this? 77. Little JoJo action here is the current one that's pinned. So if Washington scores and the offense looks good, it's Eric Maverick Bieniemy Jr.
For this one? So we're going to do it again for this?
We're going to keep this one's still up there. If Washington's offense drives down, we'll go ahead and give the flowers where the flowers are due. Eric Maverick Bieniemy Jr. Now, if you want to change the name, you gotta put in more than $6.
More than 6.
More than 6. That's the
rule. So
rules.
Eric Kinchin, who put in $9.99, he could actually change the name if he wanted.
Sure.
Right? Because he put in $9.99, but he didn't give a designation for a new name.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Chris calling for a shotgun run to Derek Gore on the goal line. I hope that's not the case. Sam Howell is going to get a quick pass out here to Brian Robinson, who.
Where are you going, Brian?
Went backwards for far too long. Far too long. He's going to get half a yard on that one. We do appreciate you, Chris, for the
yes.
Super chat there.
Appreciate you very much, Chris, and Edmund, and Eric, and JoJo.
And
all right, come on now.
Not appreciating this Washington offense that can't get going here. 2nd and 9 coming up. Ball at the 9-yard line. Need a first down here. Give me one first down as Jahan Dotson in motion over to the right-hand side. Hand off to Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson over on the right-hand side. Stays upright. Continues to fight. And we'll make this one 3rd and 4. by the spot of it, it looks like maybe 3rd and 3. Nope, it is 3rd and 4. Look at that. Those eyes are working properly.
Hey. Oh, they're going quick.
Yep. Sam Howell already up here in shotgun, looking to get this one. Looking over to the defense. He is going to pass.
Left.
Pressure coming up the middle. Sam Howell having to move out to the right-hand side. He's got Kaden Thibodeau to beat to the outside, and he does, and he's going to pick up a Washington first down.
Keep going, Sam.
Wisely out of bounds. And there we go for a Washington. Da-da-da-da! First down.
First down. Excellent downfield block by Charles Leno. And Sam did a really good job of being patient and not overrunning the block. Waited to see how Thibodeau was going to react to the block and then got past him. Excellent run from Sam Howell.
And then wisely stepping out of bounds and not taking another hit as he has. It'll be 1st and 10 here for the Commanders. Ball is at the 35-yard line. Handoff to Chris Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez, again, love to see it from him. He just hits. You saw him going right. He puts his foot in the ground and just goes up. He just hits that hole there. Appreciate Eric here. Another donation, $9.99. In my previous life as an Army commander, I always strive to promote a positive culture. IoT to retain talent and also specifically to achieve assigned mission. Ron's not getting it done. That's fair. Appreciate your service, Eric. Even if it's for the wrong service. You got a couple Air Force vets here. So Sam Howell, quick pass out to De'Ami Brown. De'Ami Brown has a blocker. He's going to pick up a Washington. Da-da-da-da-da! First down.
First down. There we go. Now
we
the
do
offense
appreciate
is
it.
moving. What was the play before that? I already forgot. Oh, the Rodriguez run. That's right.
Rodriguez run, yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing a nice job here on this drive, mixing it up, quick passes and runs. I like what they're doing so far this particular drive. So they're already out to midfield-ish. Where are they? Just over? Come on, give me the wide shot. You're killing me here.
It is at the 46-yard line. Brian Robinson going to run this one. Just got a yard or two, depending on. It looks like maybe just a yard before running into the pile and getting pushed. She'll set up 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like this drive so far.
Washington, big third quarters this season, ranking 8th in points scored, 10th in allowed, so not great there.
Well, 10th
but
is
at
good.
least, but at least plus 8th in difference with 11 plus points on third quarter. So let's hope they keep up this trend here by giving a goose egg to the Giants and putting up 7 here on a 2nd and 9. Sam Howell looking to pass, has some time. He's going to run. He's going to just throw this one up here. And there is the flag for the I'm hoping that was a late throw.
A late offsides?
A late offsides throw?
Or was it holding?
51. So that is the offside. So it was a free play. There we go.
Take it.
That's going to be
I like it.
2nd down as Davidson jumps off here.
I like that.
Oh yeah, he was. Yep, his whole helmet was over. His hand was over. He was trying his best to get back there. But 2nd and 4 now for Washington. We'll
2nd and 4. Yards. So much better than 2nd and 9.
So much better.
So much better.
So much better here. Technically 0 penalties for Washington thanks to that offsetting that got Charles Leno ejected. No, not Charles Leno, Curtis Samuel. Yeah. Pass out here to Chris Rodriguez. We got a block in front of him, and this is going to be Chris Rodriguez fighting his way for a Washington. First down.
Love it. Love it. Love this drive so far. Love it.
So
Eric Bieniemy learns. He's a little bit of a slow learner. Eric coming up big, brother.
Eric been great for us. We appreciate it, Eric. Let's see Washington repay that favor with a nice touchdown here so we can sing our song. We didn't even sing the song on the first touchdown. There was just so much going on. Bates in motion into the slots there. Fakes to Brian Robinson. Sam Howell running out. He has Logan Thomas. He dumps this one into the middle to John Bates, who keeps a hold of this. Good catch, John Bates.
7 yards. Another 7 yards. Look at how much time they've taken off. Now this should be shouldn't have allowed the Giants to get those 3 plays, but they've taken off probably 5 minutes.
Let's see this PNW Trout telling you. Make sure you hit that like button.
We're at 177.
Brad trying to call for 3rd and 50. That ain't happening. It's 2nd and 3. Washington driving the ball. If you'd like to see a touchdown, let us know in the comment section how you think it's going to happen here as we got Sam Howell under center. Pringle in motion. Hands off to Chris Rodriguez, who's going to pick up a Washington. Da-da-da-da-da! First down!
We're rolling now. Let's go, offense.
Eric going deep with this one. Loving the Army Air Corps. If you are a veteran, get in that chat and let us know. It is the salute to service game. A couple retired Air Force vets here giving you the play-by-play and commentary. What do we got? 44 years between the two of us, Stoner?
Just about. I'm at 23 plus, and you were right at 20, right?
20 and 14 days. 14 being the number of Sam Howell, who's driving the ball here. 1st and 10. Play clock was at 2. Chris Rodriguez is out there. Sam Howell has some time, launches this one up deep into the end zone over Logan Thomas. Oh.
But do you see the difference on the pressure on that one? If you watched the fake to Rodriguez, you saw all the watch the D line hesitate here on this rush with the fake. And then they came in. By then it was too late.
He had Logan Thomas, I think.
Yeah.
Looking at that one. Lots of Army in the chat. PNW Trout. Off twos, retired after 23 years. We appreciate that. Mark Army as well. Let's see here. 2nd and 10 now. 10 plays, 63 yards. Delayed handoff to Brian Robinson, who's going to get swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, now you got a 3rd and 12 here from the 31-yard line. You got to dial up something good here. I don't know what it's going to be. Got to keep this going. A field goal is not the worst thing, but as good as the drive has been, you would like more than a field goal. But now that you're at 3rd and 11, then a field goal sounds pretty good right now.
Yeah. JG, I agree with you. Sam hasn't been the most accurate passer today.
Yeah, hasn't been great.
It's been off.
All right, come on. From 31,
here we go. Sam Howell, 3rd and 11, screenplay to Crowder. He has some blockers. He's going to get hit. It's going to be way short of the 1st down.
He wasn't patient on that, Nathan. He had the blockers. If he would have just kind of been patient behind the blockers, he could have had something, but he took off right into the defenders. But all right, they got some yards here to make it.
And Joey Sly's coming out.
Joey Sly. Come on, Joey Sly. I love you.
42-yard attempt from Joey Sly from the left hash.
This is where he likes it. He likes the left hash.
Snap a little high. Ball does get down. It looks like cleanly through the uprights. Joey Sly, we believed in you the entire time. Do not believe otherwise.
All right. I thought it was a little low trajectory.
HT. It looked like it was just maybe barely missed on that one. I'm sure we're going to see a replay from behind to show just how close that was to
bad snap too, right, Nathan?
Yeah, it was a little high. Where
they don't practice catch it here.
Yeah, where Cheeseman's supposed to get it is essentially right at chest level for Tressway, because he's got to get that down. So when that snap is up like this, it ruins the timing.
Yeah.
Because he's got to extend himself up and pull that down. And so again, my man Tressway, if I have to do another wardrobe change, I got a Tressway jersey over there.
You on Tressway? All right.
I
might go Washington football team.
Mike seeing the same thing there. Almost got blocked. So that's 3 points up in the 3rd quarter. I wanted to give a shout out to Brandon, who's at 17 years in the Army. Almost there, Brandon.
Almost there, Brandon.
I'll tell you what, those last 3 years going to go by quick.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favor right now. And I'm sorry, everybody, we're gonna get away from football here for just a second. But Brandon, do yourself a favor, get to tap.
Yep.
Okay. That's 100%. Go to tap next year. Go to tap in year 18. Go to tap in year 19. If you plan on doing, and by the way, I convinced Washington to set up a skill bridge opportunity. Okay. Unfortunately, they did it too late for me, but Washington has a skill bridge. This is for any of you that are looking to get out of service. DoD skill bridge is an awesome opportunity for you to work in a civilian sector. Washington has one. If you're going to take that time, if you're going to do skill bridge, use up your leave. That's your benefit. Don't sell it back. Take the leave, spend some time with your loved ones, do some traveling while you're in, and then take the 6 months of skill bridge. You're not going to take leave if you're on skill bridge. You're going to be working, and you're going to want to set yourself up for success. So do yourself a favor, take TAP, and if you plan on doing skill bridge, take your leave. That's as a retired Master Sergeant in the United States Air Force, that's the best advice I can give you as you look to transition in the next step of your life. So Eric, 28 years, all inter-service rivalry side. Proud to have served with all of you. Go Joey
Same.
Sly. Yeah, I've worked with every branch of the Air Force, finished off or of the military, finished off working mainly with the Air Force and Space Force. But I've worked with the Army for 10 plus years. I worked with the Coast Guard. I worked with the Marines and the Navy. Spent a 4th of July on a Steel Beach picnic. All good times here as Joey Sly kicks this one away and out of the end zone. I mean, if you give him that point for doinking it on the one kickoff, I mean, it's a 14-13 game. And like he never missed the extra point. It's like he never missed the extra point.
Yeah. Okay.
Alvin with 17 years in as well. We know how hard it is. Yeah, Alvin agreeing with me, by the way. Take all the leave. All the leave.
Big shout out, Ramon Taylor.
Yeah, thank you. I was just about to get to that one. I knew he had another one. Appreciate you, Ramon. $2 super chat there.
All right, come on, defense.
Some motion from there. Fakes the handoff to Saquon Barkley. Goes out to that motion man who stays upright, avoids the tackle from St. Juice, not locking him up. Robinson getting away from St. Juice and giving some life to this Giants offense. And that's what you don't want to do.
By the way, 4-man rush, no blitz, not a 5-man.
Ramon retired Army in 2020 after 30 years, man. We appreciate it. That's awesome. I could not make it to 30, unfortunately. Saquon is going to fake this handoff, and this one's going to be a quick pass. Hyatt was not expecting it.
How about Fedarian Mathis making a play? Went right past the right guard and got into DeVito's face, and maybe he hit him in the head.
An eligible man downfield. Yeah.
I think worse than flags, man.
I think this was the way Hyatt was blocking. I think this was meant to be a run play. And DeVito kept it and just tossed it out to Hyatt. I don't know. They were just not on the same page there. As Hyatt ran downfield and started blocking, you have a lineman who's well past a yard. That tells me that they were all expecting either a quick pass or a run.
Yeah.
As the Giants are going to send Saquon in motion. DeVito going to launch this one up. He's looking for Hyatt. Fuller looking for the offensive pass interference.
The second half, Tommy DeVito is going to be the Tommy DeVito we've all expected. Like plays like that, the last 2 plays.
Fuller doing a good job running. That is.
I mean, he extended his arms and everything. Pushed off, full extension.
I'm telling you right now, if they would have called something on Fuller, I would have lost my dang mind here. Ball at the 41-yard line of the Giants. Snap is away. DeVito looking to pass again. Now under pressure, and he's going to get sacked again. Do not toss him. Okay, thank goodness.
Sack number 9.
KJ Henry having some fun out here.
I don't know why they don't do this every play, Nathan. I don't get it. He can't handle all that.
Inside pressure and sack should be recorded by Jamin Davis, who goes in and just absolutely beats his guy and gets down to Danny DeVito's cousin. Got to make sure every time we call him Danny DeVito, I got to add that cousin part in. It's Tommy DeVito on a 3rd and 22, 4 seconds on the play clock, 2 seconds. Snap does get away. Quick pass out here. Washington needing to defend this, and they do. Percy Butler with the tackle. Yes, Washington's defense getting it done. Washington with a chance to score and take the lead.
Come on, Justin. On my fantasy team. That's all. Let's go.
I had to actually, I picked up Justin Fields because someone dropped him because of the injury and everything. I picked him up just to stash him because I got Patrick Mahomes. I had to drop him because he missed last week's game. Oh man, this is almost blocked. Actually, it looks like there might have been a hand on it. Jameson Crowder unwisely picks this up. I don't like that decision.
If there was a hand on it, he can do it without worrying about fumbling.
Okay.
Yeah. If it got blocked, that's a big if. If it got blocked, you can pick it up and do whatever you want. And if you fumble it, they can't. It's still your ball no matter what. Yeah. So I was okay with that pick.
Okay. I'll finish my Justin Fields story very quickly because people don't care about my fantasy team, but he didn't play. Patrick Mahomes was on a bye. I wanted to start Justin Fields, but he's not going to play. And I don't really have anybody else to drop. So I dropped him and picked up Kyler Murray. So I'm like, I'm never going to not play Patrick Mahomes, but it was it was rough there. Yeah. That looked like a good block there. TJ, I'm absolutely going to let this sack performance go to my head. I'm not going to let it go to my head today. I'm not going to let it go to my head and think that this is going to happen next or on Thanksgiving versus Dallas.
Or ever again.
But today I'm going to let it go to my head. 100% going to let it go to my head today. I want to say hello to Gaming with Boy Mach there on Twitch. We appreciate the Twitch viewers.
That's 200 yet? We're at 194. Come on, y'all. Hit that like button.
You got to incentivize them. Last time we got a stoner story. Do you got another story to tell us? Got to be better than my fantasy one.
No, I don't have any good stories lined up right now.
Brad, you're going to have to explain to me. Are you a Washington fan? Are you a Dallas fan? We do have a lot of opposing fans come watch us. So it's possible, but Brad's been putting in all sorts of nonsensical negative stuff like 3rd and 50, this one here, deep punt loss of 189 yards on the play for the Commanders. So, like I said, I'm interested in the angle here. I'm interested in the
here you go. I got one real quick for PNW Trout Slayer. I got a good Army story. When the last time I was deployed to Iraq, I worked for the Army, and it was for a reserve unit out of California. It was out of Los Angeles, California. And of the 16, they're out of Hollywood, California. And of the 16 Army reservists that worked in that unit, 12 of them were actors. It was a ride. It was a wild ride. Brad, we have 4,170 something.
We appreciate, we appreciate every single one of this. This is a handoff to Brian Robinson, bouncing this one to the outside. Has some open space, is going to get tackled, stays upright, looking to go back into the middle. He's going to make it to the 40-yard line before being stopped, but that is a Washington. First down.
Great run from Brian Robinson. It is hard to take this man to the ground.
I feel like anytime Eric donates money, I feel like it's because Washington did something good. He's just like he's paying Washington here, like, hey, love it. Feeding it. No, we do appreciate the super chat donations.
Absolutely.
1st and 10 from the 41. In under center. Handoff to Brian Robinson, has to get through 2 guys and does not do it.
Back to the line. If they would just run him 25 times a game, I think you would see a totally different offense.
You would, because it wouldn't be Eric Bieniemy's offense at that point.
I know. I can't stand when people put a towel in their mouth. It hurts my teeth. So when they show Sam Howell putting the towel in his mouth, it hurts my teeth.
He must have bit his tongue, is what I think is.
One of them things, yeah. He's been beat up today.
Yeah,
Keep
2
dropping them back
sacks on the day.
You're
Yeah.
gonna get beat up.
He's not been he's only been pressured 8 times. So you got to figure
Not a lot.
Sam Howell gets this one away to the middle. This one's to Logan Thomas. Nice, good gain here on second down, setting up a 3rd and short, 3rd and 2.
And look at the time. We're at 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. This third quarter has flown by because Washington has done a nice job of controlling the ball with short passes and runs. New York's had the ball for 6 plays. 3 and out, 3 and out.
I did not realize this. Giants still have 0 rushing yards on the day.
Yeah, man. They can't rush the ball.
0. Over 100 for Washington.
Yeah, they have
points, but driving 3rd and 2. Is Chris Rodriguez in? Oh my goodness, we got 2 backs. Chris Rodriguez is going to get this one cut up the middle. He's got some open space in the grass. He's going to get tackled, but that is a Washington. Da-da-da-da. First down.
We got something cooking now, Nathan. Let's go.
Washington getting it done down on the ground. Chris Rodriguez not letting those arm tackles get him. Big run there on 3rd and short. Chris Rodriguez knows the direction. I hope that's a picture that I'm going to have later. I like to put the people pointing as our final thoughts on our day after reckoning. Maybe that'll be the one. It's a handoff from under center to Chris Rodriguez, who fumbles the ball. Somebody get down on this. God dang it.
Unbelievable. They just fumbled the ball again. And worse yet, every time the Giants get it, you can't fall on your own fumbles. This is unbelievable.
Chris Rodriguez falling backwards. Ball absolutely is out here. And I'll tell you this, Stoner, fumbles are so chaotic and random. You can't you can't fall on them. The fact that they've lost every fumble is an anomaly. It's rough. 4th turnover for Washington. 5th turnover?
Just dominating half.
4th turnover, yeah.
Just dominating. I mean,
rough. JG, I mean, if you can't laugh, I guess, right? Like, you got to find, I mean, I can't get over just how bad this team is sometimes. Just get out of your own way. Just get out of your own way.
The Giants haven't even attempted a run in the second half yet. They've just dropped their quarterback. I mean, he had such a good first half. Why not? But it hasn't been successful yet. They had the one quick out that Robinson went up the sideline and got some extra yards. But otherwise, they've been incomplete, short passes, or sacks.
Yeah. So Daniel asking for the wardrobe change, and I'm going to grant that.
But yeah.
So I'm gonna go. So let me know though. Should I get the Tressway black jersey out, or I think I have something burgundy over there to throw on? So in the chat, let me know, burgundy or black Tressway jersey.
I say burgundy. It's not even close.
Stoner's calling for the burgundy. Tressway jersey though. B&W Trout, no black.
Yeah, exactly.
No black. So, all right, burgundy. I'm going to head over there and get that burgundy as we appreciate again a super chat from Eric here. Bourbon helps. I'm a little under the weather. I need to get a hot toddy going, Eric. That's what I probably need to get going.
What's a hot toddy?
It's a warm bourbon with some honey and lemon.
Oh, nice. Oh, man. All right. So, all right, as Eric says, it's going to help. So, I don't know, man. This is driving me crazy. These turnovers, they're just insane. Washington has dominated the second half. New York's had 7 plays, and Washington has had I got to refresh this. 18 plays. So DeVito under center from the 32-yard line. He will pitch left to Barkley. And now all of a sudden Barkley's got a lot of open lane and he's off to the races. Kendall Fuller helps. Cam Curl knocks him out after a gain of about probably 35 yards.
Yep. Zero
All of a
rushing
sudden-
yards. Just said that they had 0 rushing yards. And Saquon, this is what's been the Achilles heel of Washington's defense. Big plays. They can't stop themselves. They can't, they every play. I mean, Saquon being held in check this entire game. And just as the third quarter is going to come to an end, Washington's defense allows him to pick up just an absurd gain in the Cam Curl, trying to strip the ball away instead of tackle him, gives him 5 more yards.
That was Kendall Fuller, by the way. Don't besmirch my man Cam Curl. That was Kendall Fuller.
It looked like it was Cam Curl. Well, Washington finding themselves down 14-12 as we hit this final quarter. I know I seem dejected, Stoner, but I'm not ready to sleep on these Washington Commanders. They're going to win this game.
When I'm live streaming Commanders games with my boys on Ref the District, I got to keep my energy level up, way up, over 100 at all times.
Go! Kick 6, baby! Get in there! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! That's a pick! That's a pick!
And the best way to do that is with the official energy drink of Ref the District, Don't Sleep Energy Drink.
Don't Sleep supports those who believe in themselves. Head on over to don'tsleepenergy.com and enter the discount code DISTRICT to get 10% off your entire order. That's code DISTRICT to get 10% off at don'tsleepenergy.com.
Don't sleep makes you great. Let's go.
Angela not sticking with us anymore. I
Come
can't do
on.
this. I love y'all, but I'm going to turn the game off. This ain't it. And well, Angela went to sleep on the team, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Washington's got to come away from this one. Down 2 points, just gave up a big run. The first big run of the game for the Giants, who had at the start of this drive had 0 rushing yards on the day. This team just can't get over themselves. Allison with an excellent comment here. I'm going to see if I can't find that one again. But Allison, Washington wears black for winnable games, and they both end up funerals. That's rough, but it's not inaccurate. Chicago, it was supposed to be a winnable game. They wear black, they get trounced.
That
Wearing
might
black
be
today,
a good title.
The funeral.
Wearing black for funerals.
Yep.
If they lose. If they win, I don't care if they win 15-14. I don't care. I just want to win.
Mark with Danny DeVito's grandson is going to beat us, isn't he? He's in the lead right now. Wearing the Terry McLaurin burgundy jersey. Hoping that might make the difference. As Washington
4-man line
and defense got some motion there. It's going to be a fake handoff. DeVito looking to pass, gets this one away, has a wide open tight end as Cam Curl makes the tackle against Bellinger, setting up 1st and goal.
You're right. It is getting kind of funny.
It's awful. This is ridiculous. Like, how do you play so well? By the way, Washington, for what it's worth, was +3 in the third quarter. So now they've outscored opponents by 14 points in the third quarter. First and goal from shotgun. Robinson in motion. Mayo trying to get up through the center. And this was the run stopping defense that we've seen all game that let Saquon get a big game, but gets nothing here. 2nd and goal coming up.
I don't care about them.
So it looks like Slayton is back in, but wearing a compression sleeve. Second and goal from under center. In motion is Robinson. Fakes the handoff to end of the center here, and good coverage by Emmanuel Forbes is going to back this one away, setting up 3rd and goal.
Gotta hold him to this field goal, Nathan. Got to.
Screw that, Stoner. Let's get a turnover. Sterling Shepard, the intended target here, but Forbes with great coverage. Bad throw from DeVito as well. Threw it a little bit high and behind Shepard, and Forbes is right there with him, gets a hand into it. Saquon's going to motion to his running back position in shotgun here.
Put 3 guys on
the pass. Throws this one out to Saquon. Saquon dives this one into the end zone. Giants getting another touchdown.
I'd like to see that again because I was watching Barkley the whole time, and it was a pick play. I don't know if it was an illegal pick, but they had a couple of guys go right into that middle and brought Barkley in front. Watch the 2 guys, the 2 receivers on the right. Watch them in the slot. Watch them both go. See them pick?
Yeah.
They didn't hit anybody though.
Yeah. All they did was stop and allow the people to run by them. Smart play there from those offensive playmakers as the extra point is up and good. It's 21-12. It's Washington trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Now that extra point is looming very large because now it's a 2-score game because of it.
There's on those opposing fans
on those plays where they've been getting big chunk yards. Other than the Barkley run, they're all like these beautifully designed plays to create mismatches or create open guys. I mean, Del Rio is getting so outcoached today by Kafka and Dable. It's unbelievable how they can scheme guys so wide open. I mean, I saw that Barkley play coming right from the start. And then they ran 2 guys right into the middle to get Barkley open. You know Barkley is going to be the focus.
We said it. He's the entire offense. He's what gets the they fire EB chats are coming in now. Some people asking for Ron, some people asking for Jack Del Rio.
I don't think you can
fire Nelman
at this point.
This is someone's got to go.
Yeah, but unfortunately they're not.
Probably not going to happen until after Thanksgiving, but somebody's got to go. You got a mini buy after Thanksgiving.
But EB didn't fumble 3 times. You know, EB didn't cause Pringle to fumble the opening kickoff of the second half. EB didn't cause Rodriguez to fumble when you're driving on beautiful play calls. EB didn't fumble with Logan Thomas on a quick out, roll right, throw to Thomas. He didn't do that. EB, I didn't like the play call deep to De'Ami Brown that got intercepted. But today's not that day for EB. Let's just say that. The other guys, I'm not going to fight with you about.
Eric, don't care about the result at this point. Open Magic issues relief for cause by close of business. What Magic will do at the end of this game, win or lose, we'll have a tweet that sounds like a Hallmark card.
That's what he does.
Yep, that's what he does. That's what he's here for. I don't think he really has a whole lot of decision power, but he's got a big voice. He's got a big voice, but yeah, he'll say he's definitely going to issue something. He's going to be like, Washington fought hard but fell short, or Washington not showing as they lose at this score. You know, if they lose close, he might be like, they try to fight back but unable to get it done, or something. Yeah. As the ball's off the tee here for the Giants kickoff. 46 on Bullock, a kicker. That's a weird number.
I didn't even notice it.
46.
Is that true? Yeah. Are you spinning lies right now?
That's his number. Bullock, who's kicking us off, is wearing 46.
Huh.
High kick going to be into the end zone, not returned, and Washington will start from the 25. Danny DeVito's grandson getting it done here for the Giants today. Oh, my goodness. Stoner. What is going on here? I can't with this team. I can't. This is ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. What do we? Yeah, we have more than 400 people watching us. We appreciate everybody tuning in here to Ref the District. That like count's got to be monstrous right now.
210.
Even if you don't like what you're seeing here for the Washington Commanders, as this one, hey, Cole Turner sighting.
Wow.
Quick pass out to Cole Turner, and he's going to pick up 5, I think, on this first down quick throw. He has not looked like 137 passer rating, like 18 for 26, 246 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's hard to argue, but like this is such a fluky game here from DeVito. But Washington remains the get right team for everybody. Second down here. Hand off to Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson's going to run. He's going to run hard. He's going to get a Washington. First down.
There's no reason to abandon the run at this point. You are down 2 scores in the fourth quarter, but there's plenty of time. Just don't abandon the run. But these turnovers are insane.
4 turnovers. 2 of them egregious in my opinion, and like, I mean, they're all bad.
They're all bad. So I can't. New York Giants scoring 14 points off of turnovers right now. Sam Howell looking to throw, gets one tipped. Brian Robinson keeping that ball alive, and that might have been picked if he didn't. If he did not hit it,
that was
a dude behind him.
That was all the way around. Just this one. So this one gets knocked up by Lawrence. So McFadden wasn't looking for the ball, which is thankful.
Third down.
Last 5 seasons, 3 games versus Washington that they managed to get 4 takeaways. 4th game.
Everything is against Washington. All their success is against Washington.
Hand off to Brian Robinson, who's going to try to cut it up. I'm not sure. I know he saw Thibodeau was going to take away the outside there, but I still want to see him try to beat it. He tried cutting that one in. That's going to set up 3rd and 10 as he gets nowhere on 2nd down. Sam Howell, not a good day. 20 for 27, 156 yards and an interception against one of the worst teams in the league.
I mean, Daniel Jones got paid because of what he did against Washington. That's the absolute truth. A lot of these guys are going to get paid. Kayvon Thibodeau is going to get paid for what he does against Washington.
3rd and 10 here. Sam Howell going out to the right, stopping, tossing this one up, gets hit as he throws. This one's a punt and another interception.
I've never seen something so gross in my life. Wake me up when it's over.
Jahan Dotson, I guess the intended target here.
5 turnovers.
You want to lose to a bad team, you give up the ball 5 times. You want to lose to a bad team, you come out and you play like this. They've had 1, maybe 2 good drives. One of those drives ended in a fumble. The other one ended up in points. The defense.
No, you don't say anymore.
The defense. I don't care that they've managed to make some good stops, Stoner. They still allowed 21 points to the Giants, who came in scoring 11. One of those scores, maybe you excuse because it's it's off of one of the turnovers. There's a shorter field and everything like that. So you're like, okay, well, but 3 touchdowns for the Giants in a season where they're starting now their 3rd quarterback, a rookie a rookie that threw for 86 yards last week. Defense is not good. The offense is not good. I'm just waiting for the Giants to get a special teams touchdown, and they got a special teams turnover. So they're still beating us in special teams as well, Stoner. Sean, the saying on the defense period, this is an all-around effort. Everybody, this is, you know what, Ron? Congratulations. You got the team to work together. They are all equally sucking. Okay. They're all putting their hands into this basket. It's not on the defense period. I don't buy that. Sean, you gave up 21 points to the Giants. I get that you should be able to win a football game if you give up 21 points. So the offense needs to do its job. The offense has not done its job. The 4 of those turnovers have been on offense, but the defense has not looked great. They're making Danny DeVito's grandson out there look like a Pro Bowl quarterback. So don't tell me it's not at all on the defense.
This is a team scoring 11.8 points per game, and they're starting a third-string quarterback.
Saquon taking the pitch. Here's Saquon doing Saquon things. Who is it? TJ? Who was the one who told us that Washington going to lose on some Saquon magic? Yeah, not sure what Sam Howell's looking at.
I mean, he got his arm hit, but you have to know when you're rolling out and getting chased that if you stop and throw, that's what's going to happen.
He's forcing. He's forcing things now.
Yeah.
Yep. Last time the Giants defense had 5 takeaways, November 2020 against Washington. Second and 1, under center, hand off to Saquon. Saquon up the middle. Fedarian Mathis siding, but Saquon makes it past the 50. Will be in Washington territory when they start this 1st and 10. Defense, if you want me not to put anything on you, go ahead and get a turnover, score a touchdown of your own. Yeah, you're not wrong. Sam's forcing it because he's the team around him's not good. No, I mean the team's just not good, period, right now. Here we go. Saquon's going to take this one to the right. Saquon finds a hole, and Percy Butler is going to make the tackle. This one will be in the red zone now. Feels like forever ago, Stoner, that Washington was holding the Giants to 0 yards rushing. You remember that stat? That was a fun stat. My. Oh, my goodness. 81 yards in the second half off of 5 rushes for Saquon Barkley, who's on the sidelines because he's tired. Defense gets a nice tackle here. 3-yard gain on that one. And now I have to watch Dallas Cowboy highlights. Just yay. Actually, I was a tier last time, actually, Stoner, so it gets to be your face on this instant reaction.
Yippee.
Gonna give you some flaming head, and there we go. Deron Payne, tackle for a loss. Hold them to a field goal at least. That's a 12-point game.
This is unbelievable.
All right, Deron Payne, come on. Let's see another disruptive play here. 3rd and 11 coming up. He and Jonathan Allen doing their fancy little handshake. Saquon's going to come back in.
Oh. So. That's good news.
Oh, yeah.
3rd and 11. That doesn't seem to bother them. 3rd and long. They've had 3rd and longs all game long.
Saquon's going to take this one. Saquon's not going to go anywhere, and that will set up 4th down. Miss the field goal?
Oh, Nathan. 5 for 12 on 3rd downs. Well, probably 5 for 13 now.
Rough. All right. 36-yard attempt here from the Giants. See, 46.
Yeah.
It's such a weird number for a kicker.
Yeah. It
Kick
is
is up,
definitely a weird
kick is
number. Well, what did you think? Did you think he was going to miss it against Washington? That doesn't happen.
Thanksgiving's going to be rough, isn't it?
Thanksgiving, you might find me somewhere in a gutter, just sitting there drinking, not watching the game, but just being
Bosky, just go ahead and let us give us the address and let us know when we can come over for this chuck roast. Sounds pretty good there. We're doing a slow cooked baked potato soup because it's cold and rainy here in Oklahoma.
I'm gonna go get some chicken wings.
That sounds great. That really does sound really good. 6:48 left to go in this game with Washington trailing by 12 points. Sam Howell warming up on the sidelines here. Got to get something done.
I'm calling it, Nathan. I'm calling it. It's over.
Is it time for, is it time if Washington goes 3 and out or turns the ball over yet again, it's going to be another wardrobe change. I unfortunately I unfortunately cannot. I have another one. I unfortunately cannot go topless here on YouTube. They will not appreciate that. So
if they
you will
turn it
not see
over
that.
3 and out, wardrobe change ain't gonna do anything.
Hey, where's the rally cat, man?
All right, I gotta change it up.
You're gonna change it up right now. You're gonna change before the thing. That's probably good. You got to change now. That's fair. That's fair. Why even do wardrobe? Washington's down 12 points. There's plenty of time left in the game. This would be, I think, considered garbage time because you're down by more than 10 with less than 10. It's less than 7 minutes. Yeah. So this is technically garbage time. So Giants will just be playing soft and just trying to prevent big plays and quick score as Brian Robinson in motion does get this one. Going to dive over Holmes, and they'll set up 2nd down and 7.
Good play. 3 yards. Woo.
Got to keep the faith, everybody. Got to keep the faith here. Sam Howell back to drop, back to pass, gets this one away into the center there. Jahan Dotson sighting. He's going to pick up a Washington. First down.
Kirk Cousins time.
Yeah, this is garbage time. This is down 12 points, less than 7 minutes here. Sam Howell having to step up. Sam Howell. Gave it on Thibodeau with another sack. Dog's going crazy downstairs, so that's fun. And oh God, this is another play and another sack. They were so busy showing the replay on the broadcast.
Kayvon Thibodeau.
That they came back, and again, it happened so quickly, nothing could happen. It's now 3rd and 20. Okay. At what point do you just keep putting Sam out there? They've never gone to Jacoby this season. So I don't see them going to Jacoby at any point. 3rd and 20. Sam Howell dumps this off to Pringle. Pringle has some blockers. He's going to trip and fall because that's the way this game is going.
Got to go for it.
Yep. I mean, all that play designed was to get them to make this a 4th and manageable. If Byron Pringle can keep his feet underneath him, it's probably at least 4th and 7. More than likely, probably 4th and 5. Instead, we got a 4th and 10 because this game's just not going Washington's way, and he trips and falls.
Should definitely take all of the play clock since you're down 2 scores.
Yep.
Definitely should take all.
8 seconds on the play clock in shotgun, ball just shy of the 40. Martindale doing Martindale things. This is going to go to Pringle, who has 1 blocker. He's going to get a first, or sorry, Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson's going to get the first down and get thrown out of bounds. Play clock still clicking though, or game clock still going. 3:54. Sam Howell having a rollout. Bates doing a good job wiping away one would-be tackler. Clock is ticking. 3:39. Washington not showing any zip in here as this ball does go to Terry McLaurin. Yep, for a first down.
I mean, you're going to, when they scored touchdown, then I think you kick it deep and use your timeouts.
Sam Howell asked some time. Going to roll to his right. He's looking deep. He just tosses this one wisely out of bounds.
And this is not
3rd and 1.
This is not one of those where you can kick a field goal and then.
Yep, you were down 12 points, so you need 2 touchdowns.
Nobody's open, but
if you cannot score here, you were not winning this game. Newsflash, they're probably not winning this game regardless, but you got to at least give yourself a chance, and you got to score quickly here as it's 3 minutes and 8 seconds, 7 seconds on the play clock, 3rd and 1. Sam Howell, quick pass out to freaking De'Ami Brown's going to drop that. De'Ami Brown, ball goes through his hands. If the ball's on target, it's probably a house call. You can tell me all you want about Sam Howell, but he's got to catch that.
Yeah.
He's got to catch it.
Target. Just because you had to go up like this, it's not on target?
No, I'm saying he wasn't in stride, but it's a catchable ball. Here we go, 4th and 1.
Now they're going to run it.
Sam Howell stringing this one out. Sam Howell's going to freaking get stopped. There is a flag, so hopefully this goes up against the Giants. Oh, I will take even a false start or whatever. Just
it's on them.
So it's going to be against the Giants because I was about to hurt my microphone. So brief first down here from the Giants. So thank you, keeping the hope alive, Stoner. As I am now officially starting to lose my voice. Oh, yeah, he's way lined up over. Washington not opting for the presidential push and instead
they were a good yard away. I don't even know why they were trying to quarterback sneak in the first place.
And shotgun. Sam Howell looking to pass, launches this one up, looking at the end of the end zone for Terry McLaurin, and good coverage. And that one's going to fall incomplete. And Deontay Banks gets to talk his trash again.
Seems like that would have been that wasn't Banks, but
it wasn't Banks. No,
I don't think so because that was a safety.
No, it wasn't. It was McKinney who's in coverage there. That
would have been a good opportunity for Terry to run into the DB to try to catch it. I mean, try to get the pass interference, but
2nd and 10, 2:54 on the clock. Washington with all 3 timeouts. 6 seconds to go when that was snapped. Sam Howell going to have to leak out, tosses this one over the head of Brian Robinson Jr. as he just had to get rid of it. There is a flag. I think that's hands to the face from the defense. Yeah. This is going to go against the Giants. Thibodeau this time going up high is going to slap Sam Howell in the face, and that'll be another free first down. Thank you. Keep it on.
Roughing the passer.
Yep. Yeah, he can't believe it. And I get that rule's kind of ticky-tacky, but by definition, you smack them with your forearm. You smack their forearm against the helmet of the quarterback, and they're going to call that.
Giants are so bad, they just want to give us the game.
Yeah. Giants at this point, and we talked a little bit with Carl Banks about this. Are they going to draft a QB? He says he's not sure, but he's not really happy with what you've seen so far from the QB room and from the Giants. Sam Howell dumping this one off to Brian Robinson, who stops, push up. He's now going to go through the middle. And please, oh, love of God.
He fumbled it.
Oh, my goodness. Referees in the pile. Sam Cosme cannot believe what has just happened here as Washington able to get that one back. Second down here as Brian Robinson fumbles the ball.
Another punch.
Oh, my goodness. And we are very, very fortunate that the Giants don't come down with this.
Everybody's got to stop. You know what you got to stop saying is that, well, he punched the ball, so it's just a good defensive play. No.
That's the defensive play. 2nd and 6 here. Sam Howell throwing this in the end zone does have Jahan Dotson for the Washington touchdown.
Yay.
If they want a shot, they have to do it. This is what has to go. All right. Down. He just kicked the extra point here. Jahan Dotson with a great route. Gonna catch this one. Put up 6 for the Commanders.
So you kick it deep, right? You got all 3 timeouts.
Mm-hmm. And the 2-minute warning.
And the 2-minute warning. So, yes, you absolutely kick it deep.
Joey Sly kick is up and good. So all 3 timeouts, 2-minute warning. Giants are going to be running.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth quarter.
Okay, you got all. If you stop them on a 3 and out, even with all 3 of those being runs, you got all the time in the world.
Washington has 8 games decided by 1 score. They're 4-4.
Is that this year?
That's this year. They also have. They've also combined for the most points scored in the fourth quarter with how many points they scored and how many points they let the defense score or let the opposing team score. They needed a bigger third quarter from the offense. They didn't get it. They find themselves down 24-19 with 2:16 left. And Stoner will start to get in it if we get a 3 and out and the ball back with 2 minutes.
Correct. So do you use them all before the 2-minute warning if you can?
Yes.
Yeah.
If they run the ball, you stuff them, you take a timeout. They run the ball, you stuff them, you take a timeout.
Yeah.
This one's going to go into the end zone.
Here's a 200 IQ play. If on first down, he breaks it out a little bit, Barkley does. Let's say he gets to about 7-8 yards, whatever. Let him go to get the first down. So that it's not 2nd and 1 to where they run another play and then get a first down.
Sure.
I mean, obviously you stop him, but if you see him break through that hole, let him get the first down and then tackle him, and then go down to the 2-minute warning.
Black jersey curse hitting Washington hard here. Can't play the Giants well. Have not for seasons at this point, no matter how bad these Giants are. Under center is DeVito. Hands this one to Saquon. Saquon breaks this one into the tackles.
I'm out.
And he's going to get a yard. Washington takes their first timeout.
It's smart by the Giants to run those stretch plays. Those take a little bit longer. I mean, every second counts. 1, 2 seconds, whatever. But Washington did a good job. Only You only got 2 yards, so there's your first timeout. You can use all your timeouts before the 2-minute warning, and then punt it, and then you've got basically almost 2 full minutes. You get minute 55 or whatever.
You
But
might
you stop them.
You might on that third down. If this is going to be a 3 and out, you might on the third down not use that last timeout because it's probably going to be close to the 2-minute warning at that point.
Agreed.
Under center again. Toss out to Saquon. Saquon has a bevy of blockers, but Washington's going to get there and tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. Another timeout. And so this is what I was talking about. At 2:05.
Yeah, you're right.
You got to get
timeout.
2-minute warning because that's the timeout. Because then you keep your timeout. Because if you take it, let's say they tackle him at 2:02, and you take the timeout, the punt is going to be, especially if you don't fair catch it, it's going to be a free timeout. So you need to take the timeout here, or not. Don't take the timeout here.
Right.
Just get the stop.
By the way, I believe the Giants tackled Barkley on that play.
They definitely did. Holy smokes, the Bourbon's doing some great talking here. Eric with a 49.99. I'll read it here after this 3rd and 10.
All right. Take it off real quick and then bring it back. Oh, they're going to throw it. Might as well.
He's going to scramble out here on 3rd and 10. You got to get him down. Defense is going to do their job. This will take it to the 2-minute warning. He is short.
He's about 2 yards short. Will they go for it? No, they're at their 34, 33. I don't think they go for it.
If you go for it, that's over, right?
And they make it, yeah. If they get it, and it's over. But it's at the 30-yard line. It'd be different if it was, on the other side of the field. All right, let's talk to Eric here.
All right, Eric, I have stood by Ron. I've always thought he was a good leader. I think he recruited good people despite Dan's self-absorbed intentions. However, it's time to burn the house to the foundation. All coaches gone, but keep productive players and QB. No argument here. Nope. Just don't bring in Bill Belichick. And I don't know that doing it in season is going to be
it's not going to do anything for you.
It's going to appease fans, but it's not going to do anything else.
Right.
It's not going to do anything else.
That's an important thing to do, is to appease the fans.
Yep.
You at some point, if the season is lost, throw the fans a bone and say, hey, look, we're firing them. You're right. It's not going to change the trajectory of the season. We're not going to go on this run and go to the playoffs, but we hear you. And we're not going to sit back and just let mediocrity reign.
Yeah. Metaphor, you're absolutely right. DeVito there, I probably didn't do a good job doing the play-by-play. Danny Vito was looking to pass, starts scrambling. Defense wasn't able to get to him, forces him to start running, and then they missed on 2 or 3 tackles before taking him down. But they've set up a 4th and 3.
2 at
4th
most.
and 2.
Maybe 1.5.
Yeah. And so now if I were the Giants, I probably go for this.
I consider going for it. They got nothing to lose. They're 2-8.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to say it. You go for it. If you come out here, you go for it because that ices it.
Yeah.
If you get it at worst, Washington, whose offense has given you the ball 4 times, because one of those was a special teams turnover. So 5 turnovers on the day for Washington. Yeah. I go for it because I'm not scared of this Washington offense. Plus, if Washington scores, they're scoring from 30 yards out.
Well,
which means what I'm saying is they only probably take off a minute, gives you a minute with 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
Touchdown, puts this at 26-24?
Yeah.
And they're probably going to do 25-24. You go for 2. So that way it forces the Giants, if they do, to score a touchdown to win, but they'll probably get a field goal. Regardless, we got to stop right here.
Are they going to go for it? They're showing Dayball. It makes me feel like they are. I think they're going for it.
The punter is out here.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's okay too.
Is it a fake?
Then they
don't fake?
And they can't do it.
Oh, no. The punt is away.
See how they played it safe.
Jamison Crowder is going to take this and run this one wisely out of bounds. 1:49 left to go. 1 timeout.
And a timeout. All right.
Oh, why did they do this to us, Stoner? All right. With as much time that's on the clock,
Yeah.
the middle of the field's open.
Yes.
The run game is still available.
Yes.
You have the entire playbook. You do not have to go deep pass, deep pass, deep pass. And if they go deep pass, deep pass, deep pass, I'm going to lose my dang up mind, Stoner. Washington has a chance here. Ball at the own 19. 24-19 here. Washington needing the touchdown. Sam Howell looking to pass. Takes the easy route to Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson's going to run forward and get out of bounds. Stopping the clock. 143.
Got about 5? Got about 5 on that?
6 yards on that. Second and 4.
All right. I like it.
Okay. All right. We're going. We got this. I told you. Don't lose a faith. Don't sleep on Washington. Ooh, wardrobe change working. We got the backwards hat. Looking like a kid from the 90s there, Stoner. Here we go. 2nd and 4 in shotgun. Giants showing they're going to come with 4. Sam Howell has time, throws this one away. This one's good and caught by Byron Pringle, who's smartly running to the center, getting this ball down. Yep. Washington not going to need to take the timeout. Ball at the 39-yard line of their own. Sam Howell looking to his left, takes the snap. Now he's looking down the middle, takes the easy route to, Brian Robinson drops this. Not ideal, but not terrible. It's not the worst thing that could happen there. So 2nd and 10, clock is stopped. Still plenty of time. Minute 19. Still got your timeout. So plenty of time. Washington.
I know what it's time for. Come here, man.
Rally cat. We got a rally cat, everybody.
Rally cat time. Let's go.
Poor Ming. All right. Sam Howell dropping back. He is going to get this one away with a guy in his face. This one's going to be dropped by the defense. There is a flag.
I think that's interference. Rally cat. Let's go, rally cat.
Yep. Giants not happy. The flag.
Well, the Giants are saying, I don't know. I mean, are they stating a good case here?
This is going to be pass interference against the Giants.
No, that's different. That's an illegal.
There's still 5 yards on a first down, right? Eric with another 4.99 here. Not in love with Joey T. Or done with Joey T. rather.
Oh yeah, that's a penalty. Come on.
Yeah,
that's not even close.
Can't touch them past 5 yards. So illegal contact. That's going to be 5 yards on a first down.
Yep, but they got a first down out of it.
Yep.
I wish it was pass interference. That's a spot call, but
it's not another interception. That's the key thing there. Ball is at the 49-yard line of Washington. Sam Howell stumbling back is just going to launch this one out of bounds. I think a wise decision there because he lost his footing. He's lucky he wasn't on his behind.
Mm-hmm. That would have been disaster. That would have caused them to use their timeout.
I don't think he did catch it, Doug, but I don't want it to be anywhere near the hands of
the interception.
Yeah. I don't think he got it, but it was, I still just don't want to see it in the Giants' hands at all.
All right, here we go. 2nd and 10. Screen.
Ooh, that would be deadly.
No, they're playing too soft. They're not going to bring anybody. So
all right, Sam Howell.
Not good for a screen.
Does get this into the middle to Logan Thomas. Logan Thomas is going to fall down, and it's going to be 3rd and short. 58 seconds.
You're all right. You're all right. Just get that first down. Hand it off. Hand it off.
Brian Robinson motioning him to the left-hand side of Sam Howell.
Because they're watching the line.
47 seconds. Sam Howell dropping back, and that play is called dead.
Timeout.
See what the call is here.
Timeout Giants. Timeout Giants.
Timeout.
They should have handed it off there.
So the Giants with their first timeout.
As long as
43 seconds. Giants do have to look at this. Like they have to get the stop, right? I don't think Washington's close enough where you start taking timeouts because you're going to need time for an offense. They're taking the timeout just because their defense is on their back heels.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just like, we need to take a breath. This is a 3rd and 1. If Washington picks this up, like then you start to really kind of panic because Washington's moving the ball down the field.
I want that check.
Let's go Washington. If you're watching right now and you think Washington punched this one into the end zone, this will be Sam Howell's third game-winning drive. You better hit that like button. We got more than 500 in here.
Uh-oh.
Watching us
the
here.
right side.
3rd and 1.
Who's on the line on the right side? You know what I mean? Nobody's up on the line, the receiver,
So
or there's
it's going to be a quick pass out to Jamison Crowder, who's going to catch this one for Washington
I
first
go
down.
timeout.
Timeout here.
Or get up there and spike it.
Spike quickly.
Spike.
He's in shotgun. I think they're going to go for it here. 31 seconds here. It is in Giants territory, and this is going to be false start by Charles.
You got to take your timeout.
Charles,
now you got to take your timeout.
Charles, you can't do that. You can't do that.
Timeout, or else you're going to get a 10-second runoff. See him? You did the clock was running, so. But at least they got the timeout.
Yeah, at least they saved it. All right, 29 seconds. Yeah, so they're going to take this timeout here to avoid the runoff. Yeah. So here's the false start.
I thought they should have spiked that. But,
yeah.
That's getting a little, nitpicky because they're moving down the field. But now you're at 29 seconds. Now the clock is starting to become a factor. Now you don't have a timeout.
No timeouts.
Thank goodness they had that one, though.
29 seconds. Ball is in Giants territory.
Because if it was down to 19 seconds now, if they didn't have that timeout, that'd have been trouble.
Yeah, JG, that probably should have been a spike there.
Yeah, I probably should have spiked it. I think so.
All right. 1st and 15 after the false start penalty. The ball barely in Giants territory. Ball at the 48 of the Giants. Sam Howell from shotgun. Dropping back, having to step up, avoid the pressure, can't take the sack. He does get this one off for crying out loud. Simmons is going to go in for a New York Giants touchdown. And that is a beer bottle that's going to get somebody kicked out.
You can kick me out.
There will be no 4th or 3rd game-winning drive from Sam Howell. Instead, we'll have his 3rd interception of the game. His 2nd of the season that he's had multiple interceptions.
It's only a 2nd interception, isn't it?
2nd, yeah. Multiple turnovers from Washington. This one.
5 turnovers? Is that right? 2 interceptions and 3 fumbles, or is it 4 fumbles? I can't even keep up with all the turnovers.
So you had the Logan Thomas fumble, the Sam Howell interception, the Byron Pringle fumble, the Chris Rodriguez fumble, and then that interception. Am I missing one?
I mean, Robinson
terrible. Yeah. Here's the turnovers here. So Sam Howell's interception. Not looking good today from Sam Howell. Logan Thomas fumble. Logan Thomas lucky not to pick up a penalty on that kicking that ball.
Pringle
fumble on the kickoff return. Chris Rodriguez fumble. And then Sam Howell. No,
that's right. He did throw that.
It was, that was his 3rd interception.
6 turnovers, Nathan. 6. 3 fumbles, 3 picks. 6 turnovers.
21 points off of turnovers.
At
2
least.
Touchdowns off of, so.
Yeah. 21, because that one obviously was a touchdown. So 6 turnovers. Let's see. NFL plus minus.
Danny DeVito's grandson gonna take this W. I'm assuming the extra point's gonna be good here. And
a long time ago. Where are you at?
Yeah.
They're on the
here we
kickoff.
go. Pringle running this one out, and he's going to stay upright. And of course, he's going to just stay running and might as well. So he's going to go down with 6 seconds remaining. Washington's going to lose this one. 31-19. We've got your instant reaction coming right after this. Make sure you check that one out. We've got Day After Reckoning tomorrow where we'll sleep on it and probably still be mad at this team. Tuesday, we have a Daily Commanders update. Wednesday, we'll have your live show. So come watch that one as it will be our last show this week. Well, we'll have an instant reaction for you on Thursday and a day after, I think, on Friday. But we will not be live streaming the Thanksgiving game. So, enjoy that time with your family. But we've got content for you coming here as Washington's going to fall 31-19. I'm not even going to wait for the final play. I guess I will because I'm a freaking delayed handoff here to Chris Rodriguez. Or no, this is Gore picking up some stats for the playbook there. That is the final there in Washington. And I tell you what, I have nothing good to say except for we're presented by Bet Online. I'm Nathan. That's the Stoner. Catch us on the instant reaction right after this. We appreciate it. Everybody jumping in the chat. Lots of good things being talked about, but not lots of good things happening in Washington. We're Ref the District, and until next time, be a fan.